And hello, welcome everybody to tonight's match. It is your boy Rylionns, and of course we have this side. I'm sorry, we got Newman and we got Georgia. We got a tricast tonight. I am super excited for that. It's been a little bit since we've done a tricast, I think, or at least since I've been a part of one. But I'm always excited for it. We're gonna go ahead and switch it up here a little bit. But tonight's match is going to be between Team Exiles, which is Team Blue, versus Rylionns Body Pillows, which is Team Pink. So yes, we have definitely seen these teams go at it before. We've seen these players, we're familiar with them. So I think we're gonna get a game three tonight. What do you guys think? Just off rip by seeing these two teams.
With that burden not on my shoulders. So shout out to Ryan for taking over that one tonight
Yes, well,
for
you're
game three.
welcome. Yep, that it's a. I'm not gonna lie, I might have technical problems at some point. I got stupid CenturyLink, so I mean, I'm trying to be sponsored by CenturyLink. I'm sorry, they're not stupid. We love CenturyLink here.
They're not stupid.
We'll get any sponsor that we can get. I promise you. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to tonight's match. And I mean, Georgia, you just had a really big win earlier in the week as well. I believe it was on Tuesday against Team Redemption.
Yeah.
You guys went all the way to game three, so you killed it first game. I'm not gonna lie. That Nico play, no deaths at all. I I think we might see. I hope to see more Nico play, but I don't think that they'll let you pick it. I'm gonna be honest. Like it might just be like too good. It's like Fuchs's Lux or something. It's like just sorry, not gonna happen. But I'm definitely like. How do you guys feel about the current meta and everything that's going on? You know, the new items. What do you guys think about the new champion that's coming out? So how do you feel about all of that? All these new things that are happening.
There's so much changing. It's like so scary, but also very interesting.
Yeah.
So like see as it all changes, and I'm really excited for the new champ. He looks so cool.
I don't like the resurrection part of that. That sounds
You don't like
absolutely.
it?
I don't like thinking about going against it. Does that make sense? It's like if you're not blue side, you're not gonna get first pick, which means you're gonna have to insta ban it. So it's like I just don't think we're gonna see him, and it's just gonna be like one of those things. It's like I can't believe we didn't ban this guy. I want to see what it's like to go against him one time, and then he just steamrolls you for no good reason, and then you get him on your team, and he goes like 0-30, and it's like, sorry guys, this guy's a new champion. Like, of course you are.
Yep.
He seems
How it always goes.
he seems fun though. In theory, definitely. But
Swingy swings.
what have you been like? What have you been versing most in mid lane? I guess because that's where I feel like most of the changes are happening. Like most of the updates, most of the nerfs and everything along those lines are happening around mid
I
lane.
think I'm more top lane with like all the items and like stride breaker changes and stuff.
That's true.
I don't know.
I'm
I guess it
glad.
just depends on where you're looking from.
I'm very glad that they got rid of that dash with it because set.
Yeah.
Broken.
Just a little bit. It's
Only like the strongest item for a while.
oh yeah, absolutely. It was like yeah, if you got this one item, you are set in stone, my friend. And we are good to go. It looks like we're getting the AOKs for draft. Let me go ahead and get the spectator link up here, and then we'll go ahead and put that on screen for all of you wonderful folks. So they'll be getting up here soon. But yeah, based off these two teams, though, what we have seen the last past weeks coming from both of them, like, what are you expecting to be like? Okay, Team Exiles game one, Wildlands Body Pillows game two, and then we're going to game three, or is this like a 2-0 kind of
I
match?
mean,
How do
it's
you
really
feel?
hard to tell without draft. Like,
Agreed.
I think once you see the draft, it'll be a lot easier to see which games will go to who, but I think it's
Oh,
undeniably going to be pretty cool.
yep. Let me go ahead here.
Georgia holding her channel points until the last possible moment here. Wants to get as much information as possible.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
she's gonna be in the finals, bet on the other team, then throw it. Just get hundreds of thousands of points, and then just ban somebody from the server completely. She's trying to get to that 999 mark. I know what you're doing. But yeah, it looks like draft will be starting here, hopefully in the next few moments. I mean, I know I just said that
Mhm.
a couple moments ago, but everyone should be ready. All right, perf. It looks like we are good to go. But yeah, there we are. Just went ahead and got started. So I'll go ahead and bring it up for all of you guys. But yeah, here we go. Team Exiles. So they're going to be Team Blue starting on blue side. Team Pink is going to be starting on red side.
Thankfully.
And yeah, thank God. That makes it just a little bit. I'm glad we have team names, though. If you guys were around in the first place, it was just like Team Red and Team Blue, especially when those two went head to head. Oh, and then they switched.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is a tongue twister.
That's a rough one.
It's on Team Blue, and Team Blue it's on Team Red.
Yeah, exactly. But we do have the Set and Pantheon bands coming in for Team Exiles off rip, and we have Echo and Gangplank. Okay, very nice coming in from RBP over here, or Rylionns Body Pillows.
RBP.
I'm gonna keep on.
You got to say the whole thing, man.
You can't shorten that. It's too good.
It's like I'm talking in third person. Someone else is gonna say it. But then we have
so every time you want to,
you can shorten to Body Pillows, I think.
Okay.
Because it is kind of weird saying your own name. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's like I feel kind of like I'm going crazy. It's just like, oh, your own Body Pillows. It's like, are you on the Body Pillows or are you the Body Pillows? And I think we concluded that it's me on the Body Pillows. I think that is what they concluded.
Right.
Overall.
Body Pillows possessed by you, I think is actual syntax of the team name there. But besides that, we have Ezreal locked in for the first pick here. Still a very strong meta champion down there in the bottom lane. Still pretty good synergy with Sunder. Not quite what he used to be, but pretty good.
Like who would you go with Ezreal? Like mixture wise, like who would you want?
Me? Ezreal, I think poke champions. If I'm playing support and I've got an Ezreal ADC, I'm picking like Lux or like Brand maybe, or like I don't know, something that can poke.
A poke champ or someone who can roam, since Ezreal has like a pretty safe laning phases and able to get a lot of the CS. So like you can try and get the rest of the team ahead and still let your Ezreal scale up.
Yeah, if it was like a Vel'Koz, Xerath, or Swain or something like that, someone who can get good amount of damage and stay far enough away. But they're not really roaming. Oh, I guess Xerath could roam at 6 a little bit easier without having to commit as hard as other people. Or like Swain can kind of have his W all over the place as well. But ooh, okay, they left the Nocturne open.
Lucian Nocturne.
Oof,
but I mean, the patch did come out, so Nocturne has been really heavily nerfed in laning. So I think we'll expect to see it in the jungle. Although it still can be a flex pick.
Agreed. Oop.
Where do you guys think the Lucian is going to be going? Is that Swedish pancakes or animated?
Yeah, that's probably mid.
Yeah, that's Swedish. That screams Swedish, especially with how strong he is right now. And I like the Nautilus Poppy. You don't typically see a lot of Poppy play, and that's going to be in the top lane. That's going to be I can't wait to see that. Who would you even go into a Poppy? Because anyone that has that engage like that, jump in, Shen, you could just stop it immediately. Like, they can't escape, they can't engage if you're able to time it correctly. Even with the Nocturne, I think it stops Nocturne's dashing, does it not?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, it might. I'm actually not sure how that interaction works.
Like, I'm pretty confident.
It might be a Lucian bot.
Like, that's a lot of jump action, and that pop is perfect. Like, they picked the 3 jumpiest characters, like Lucian with the dash in, Nocturne with the ultis, Braum with the W. Like, Poppy can stop quite a bit of that, and that lockdown that Nautilus possesses, and Poppy can also get rid of half the team. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really like Team Exile's setup right now. I can't wait to see what the bottom, half of their team is gonna be here. But we have the Kale band coming out from Rylionns Body Pillows. And let's see what they answer back with Team Exiles. They already have their jungler, I would think. See, that's another thing. Even though Nocturne got nerfed, he still is like that flex pick. It's like, you could still go mid lane.
Mid or top.
Exactly. And Lucian kind of is like ADC mid flex, so it's like difficult to lock down. That's what I like a lot about these drafts right now, is like they're really
Flexy.
Yeah, it's like Inception. It's like Inception of drafts. They just mess with your mind. Exiles right now is pretty straightforward. Ezreal's probably going to go in the ADC. Nautilus, I know, can go between jungle and support, so that one's the only iffy one. I guess Poppy could also go between top and bot lane, like as support as well. It's not.
Or jungle. Poppy jungle's a thing.
I haven't seen that in a while, though. Do you guys run that normally?
Oh, it's still around. Oh, Poppy jungle is alive and well.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a bit with Dark Harvest.
Okay.
Yeah. And, Poppy, interesting champion. One of those that's like kind of sleeper OP, always like on the fringes of the meta, like always counters some of her more popular alternatives. But to your point that you made a little bit earlier, Georgia, the Braum lock-in, very interesting. Lucian Braum, of course, a very potent bottom lane duo. So, yeah, definitely some of that flexible potential coming in there. Last ban of the second phase is going to be the Malzahar, banned away from Pancake. So clearly, Team Exiles is also in the camp of, that Lucian could be going somewhere else.
They're hoping that it's not going to be Lucian made. If not, then they just completely wasted that ban because, I mean,
Wukong.
Okay, into the Poppy though because
into the Poppy sounds really hard.
4 dashes so far. Poppy's 4 for 4.
They're not respecting that thing at all. It's either that or they're just not realizing it in the moment.
Because their top laner is a Poppy one trick.
Oh, that's right, isn't he, Shax?
Yeah, Young Shax is a Poppy one trick, so maybe they have some secret strategy in order to try and... Maybe if they have too many dashes, it'll just overwhelm the Poppy. Maybe that's what they're going for.
Maybe they all dash in at once, and he's like, nope.
So for Twitch chat, everybody out in the audience who's spectating there, Young Shax has 167 games on Poppy this season, 66% win rate.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they can't not expect that pick.
Yeah, they definitely did not respect it in the least bit. They said, yeah, you can go ahead and pick your Poppy. I'm going to go ahead and pick my Wukong, and we'll just duke it out from there. And then the Rammus to finish it off. I really like Exiles comp a lot right now. That's definitely going to be a Rammus jungle. I haven't seen, unless you guys have seen it elsewhere. I haven't seen it.
No, it's Rammus jungle.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be Rammus top. I think...
No.
Yeah, Poppy's a
66% win rate, Poppy top.
Nautilus jungle, and then and then Rammus top. I don't know.
I don't know about that one, but I mean, hey.
In other news, we've got the Azir locked in for the last pick of the draft here, and that is an interesting one. Does lock in the Lucian to be going down towards the bottom lane. Pancakes is
and even more dashes.
I know,
don't they all
5 for 5.
Dashes?
They just have no idea what's about to happen. We're about to see the greatest Poppy W of all time. Someone's gonna have to clip this.
5-man knock.
It's gonna just be like a 5-man. Absolutely is not happening. At least you're not gonna get to my back line or through me because Poppy will probably be up front. But yeah, that's a very strong front line to get through. A Nautilus, Poppy, Rammus, like Diana and Ezreal. That's cleanup city all day. It's gonna be really up to the Nocturne to hop onto the back line with his ultimate, and that's pretty. And Wukong, of course. We'll see if they're able to get the Emperor's Divide up in time, and Azir's able to knock somebody to the side, and maybe hopefully get like a 5v4. I was gonna say Nocturne and Azir on the same side. Never mind. But can you an Azir ult and Nocturne ult? Does that stop him?
No, he is unstoppable.
I don't think
Azir ult would not. You would have to wait until Nocturne completes his
ult and little dashy thingy.
Gotcha. Okay, so Poppy then more than likely cannot stop it with her W. Then I'm assuming no, maybe. I don't know.
I honestly I'm not sure.
Maybe
I'm about to message him right now and just be like, "Yo, middle of the game, just try it.
Do you know?
Try it, please. I just need to."
I'm not sure.
This is for viewing. This is for scientific.
It's gonna be fun to look for. Hopefully, we do see that one coming through here.
Oh yeah, and it looks like everyone is good to go. But yeah, let me go ahead and start the prediction for you all as well. But just based off of what we see here, who are you guys predicting for game number 1 right now?
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Team Exiles.
Poppy
OP angle.
With the Poppy.
Let's see it. I mean, it is a legendary character. He doesn't get to play it too often. But like you guys said, he's a Poppy one trick. So we went ahead. I started the prediction for all of you wonderful folks at home. But yeah, I'm also gonna have to agree and say just based off of the comp itself, that's a very hard line. A Rammus taunt, a Nautilus point and click stun, along with the dredge line and his passive as well. That's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, to your point, Rylionns, I do really like that Rammus pick as well. They saw Lucian, Nocturne, Wukong, right? So 3 AD, just you lock in the Rammus, easy peasy. I will offer a bit for the Devil's Advocate argument here. Braum is going up against 4 melee champions, so Braum feels pretty good too.
True.
He's going to be applying that passive to everybody very, very easily.
Agreed.
And Azir should also have a reasonable time, keeping his distance from a lot of these Team Exiles divers, theoretically.
They have
so
a lot of melee.
Yeah, that follow-up in the bot lane, the Braum Lucian passive like combo is my favorite in all the game. Braum is, I think, like one of my top, if not my favorite support of all time. I've talked about him for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I'm just so glad that they're busting it out. Like, you know, it's not just the name, but they're picking my favorite characters. I am going to be a little bit in favor of Rylionns. Bodybuilders, like, come on. Like, they're picking a great combo over here. You know, and I both teams can definitely execute. That's the most important thing. It's just communication is really all it's going to break down to.
I thought I heard you say you favored Team Exiles earlier, though. Are you flip-flopping on us, Mr. Owner of Body Pillows?
I am a flip-flopper. You know, my overall viewpoint is to hype up everybody. So, you know what, 50-50. But maybe 50.5 for Rylionns Body Pillows and 49.5 for Team Exile.
It's okay, guys. He can only bet on one team with his channel points. So when it counts, he won't be able to flop. Only flip.
Man, we got 10,000 points being dropped on Rylionns Body Pillows right now from Destroya. Okay, so he is going all. I did that yesterday, or on Tuesday on Redemption, and Lilac said, "Give me all them points. We're not letting you get any more." So I learned my lesson not to go that hard in the paint. Thank you, Georgia.
It looks like Nocturne does not get stopped by Poppy W. I looked it up.
Does not get stopped. Okay.
So it will not get stopped.
Okay, so 4 out of 5. Not too terrible. Not
4
too
out of
terrible.
5, yeah.
But let me go ahead. I'm going to drop some points here. I'll just drop like 500. I'm going to put in for Team Exiles. Like I said, my points is not based off emotion. My points are based solely off math. That's it.
Yeah, math.
Math. Simple.
You calculated the damage numbers, got everything.
Oh, no, just the multiplier by how many points you can get. You know, I'm just picking the most odds on. It tells you the odds. It's like 1 to 31.16. It's like, yeah, I'm going with that one. Definitely. But no, this is going to be a good game. Number one, definitely. You know, like I said, there's a lot of CC on Team Exiles right now. But there's also the same amount, if not even more CC coming in, you know, with the Braum, the Wukong passive, Nocturne with his Fear. Which one?
It looks like a great game for a Yasuo ADC with the Wukong, Azir, and Braum.
Oh, man, that... Good.
The Lucian was picked first, though.
That's true.
I had to put the Lucian somewhere.
They're going to listen back on this and go, damn, Georgia's right. We're running that next time.
While we're waiting for
anime Titty claps Yasuo ADC.
Probably not.
Does he play it?
We'll have to get him, too, just so we can watch it.
Not too sure. But sorry, Newman, what were we saying earlier?
No games on Yasuo that I can see for anime titty clap, so would have to practice that one a bit first. But I was just gonna talk about the jungle matchup just a little bit here.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a Rammus player myself. I've played Nocturne before as well, but you know, the greatest it causes me great sadness whenever I play Rammus in solo queue because, of course, the thing about Rammus is you got to give him time to get tanky, right? He's not tanky at level 1. He's not tanky at level 2 or level 3. You gotta give Rammus the time to get his first item, at least, hopefully 2 items, so he can stack up that armor and get to his point where he's a happy turtle. So I would love to see Team Exiles play the early game a little bit slower, give their Rammus some time to get tanky, and then really go for some mid-game team fights with their big tanky frontline CC comp.
Overall, I do think they have the scaling with the Ezreal and their Rammus and Diana. I think like the only one that on Rylionns Body Pillows that has the most scaling is Azir, but the rest of them kind of want to destroy early game, like Wukong and then the Lucian Braum duo.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would definitely agree with that. And really important question: do you expect to see an invade from either team? They both have invade capabilities. Definitely on Rylionns Body Pillows and on with the Nautilus, the Braum Nautilus, like that's phenomenal. I don't really know how much more they could follow up with that, but I mean, I guess Poppy could technically go with her dash if she wanted to give up a little bit of laning phase, early. But
yeah, Rammus going top.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that Braum is easily the best level 1 champ out of the 10 that we have in this game. So I think Rylionns Body Pillows could look for something if they wanted to.
Agreed. I hope they do. I'm all for invades, man. I want them. I crave them. I crave all the invades. Every single time my team's in, I'm like, are we invading? Oh, I love it. It's like, you know, I want to determine the tempo of this game at like 45 seconds right now. Let's see what they really got. You know, burn a flash, and then it ends up turning around and they get like 4 kills on their Tristana. It's like, ah, damn it. Terrible call. Terrible call. That's okay.
Happens.
Game number 1, though, is underway. And let's go ahead. All right, so I have game capture on. Let's see if it pulls it up. If not, I will switch this immediately. Oh, I don't know. We see a black screen right now.
Just give her a second. Give her a second.
We'll give it a moment. Still nothing responsive, but that's all right. We will work through it. We've experienced this before enough times where I think I might be able to do it quickly. I hope so. Oh, please. Please. Show up.
Hold.
Hold the line. Hold. We got this. All right. Well, we got to put more channel points in to make it work. It's a little bit shy. It takes 15,000 channel points.
It depends on how much talent points. Yeah. You can only watch the game if you put channel points in.
Oh, and subs. We need 45 subs.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. We need 45 subs to make the stream work, guys. Come on. Need your help.
Yeah. Without it, we can't afford the hamsters. Let's go.
Can't afford the hamsters. Their food. They're running out of food. Oh, no more hamsters. Wait, what are their hamsters?
Georgia's just casting the hamsters. Just watching the power supply over there.
The first and only time she gets a camera, it's just like 30 hamsters behind her, and we don't see Georgia at all. She's just
she's like really into it. She's like really hyped.
Oh my god, Mr. Chuckles, why are you just slowing down?
Mr. Chuckles, no! Okay, I am into game now, so I'm thinking the stream may be in a little bit of trouble here, Ryan.
That is okay. We'll go ahead. It says any full screen application, which is exactly what I have up, but still nothing right now. Okay, not to worry.
Are you guys in the spectator client? Yes. No?
I am not yet. I'm at 0%.
Okay, I will pause.
That's okay.
Paused at 10 seconds.
Okay, I am in now.
Alright, this is not showing up anything so far.
I'll pause at 10 seconds as well.
Nope, this thing is not doing anything. That's alright. We'll go ahead and switch it real fast. Sorry, everybody. I don't know why this happens sometimes. There we go. Now we're up and running. Hoorah, let's go. Not to worry. I knew we'd figure it out. I don't know how you got the updated time controls on the other stream.
What time are we? Are you just? What time is that
at? Currently at 48 seconds. Everyone's waiting in bush right now. Oh, now they're going in.
Yeah, I can just. I'll just unpause and skip, I guess. 50.
Oh,
okay, I'm at 1 minute. 1 minute right now.
1 minute right now. So you might be just a couple seconds behind. It's like stop and start at the same time. There's really no action going on right now. We just have a little bit of they tried to get an invade. They just got a deep ward in there on Exiles red buff. And it looks like Poppy's just going to go ahead and do the traditional start, in top side. But Wukong and Azir going to make sure no, invades are happening there on their top side as well. New deep wards are going to be placed, so pretty good start all the way. I was hoping that they would just run forward though, low key. Definitely wanted that.
They just got a ward though.
Yeah, that's good information though. It keeps you aware as to what direction the jungler is going to be facing and where they're going to be pathing towards. So it's like, okay, they're more than likely going to be pathing towards top side. So Wukong's going to have to play a little bit safe, but still going into Young Shax's Poppy, you're going to have to play it safe anyways. But this mid lane matchup, the melee Diana versus the Azir mid, like Georgia, you're a mid laner. Like, who would you if you picked either one of these champions? Like how would you be feeling?
Ooh, hook plans. It's okay. Re-engage onto Junior Boys. Brawn level 1. Ignite down onto the Nautilus. Flash forced out from JR Boys there. A couple of summoners burned for the 1 at body pillows. 2 burned by Exiles.
Yeah.
We already see early game Opaque being poked down a little bit by Young Shax. He got the level 2 power spike a little bit before Opaque did. It's that passive that he just gets to throw out every like 16 or 20 seconds. And then I think his Q does maximum health damage, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
It's a little double
Oh
slap.
yeah,
right
the
there.
colors at the top.
Oh, the
are,
icons need to be switched. Oh, you are
and
so
the
right.
colors.
Oh, I did it on one stream and not the other. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
not the other.
Okay, Rammus
The
here in
cash-
mid lane, 2v1 situation, knocks Azir up, taunted, Azir flashing away, not enough. First blood for Arrow on the Diana.
Very nice.
Well, that definitely looks good for the Diana in the mid lane.
Shaq's getting a lot of work done up here in top lane. Wukong just ticking level 3 there, probably saved his life.
Yep.
Mhm.
These are 2 different streams. This is my fault completely. Sorry, everybody. I will fix that momentarily. I did it.
Uh-oh, am I ahead? Behind?
No,
What's
no, no.
happening?
I named one of the streams correctly and not the other one, so we have wrong
Oh.
names, but I'll fix that. Oh, young Shax might get a
Shax!
power shot.
Oh, the corrupting potion saves Shax there. That was a nail biter.
That was clutch. That was absolutely clutch.
Also close.
Yep. Extremely clutch. Does he have the, where he gains like 20% of it off rip?
He
That
must.
was a lot of healing,
Yeah.
like, immediately.
He must have inspiration secondary. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't see right now, but he must. Yeah.
Yep. I agree with that 100%. Hold on, let me... No. I was gonna try something, and I was like, nope, never mind. I'm not gonna mess with that.
Yeah, he does have time warp tonic.
Ooh, very nice.
Saved his life.
He said he...
And now he's TPing back.
Ooh, okay. Oh, and he went into river instead. Okay, kind of giving away that he has a ward there, but that's all right. And I'll bless it that they don't have a lot of damage on Exiles, but they do have a lot of CC. Once Diana and
Yeah.
Israel pop off, though, that's all the damage they need, really. Just protect
Definitely.
and protect and just stand in front. Make sure Nocturne cannot make it to the backline. Make sure Wukong can't make it to the backline. And I feel like Young Shax is doing a good job of preventing a lot of stuff from happening on topside right now. No kills as of yet for Shax, but Diana's already got one up right now. Very nice. Okay, able to dodge out with his clone. Wukong's just one of those champs that you can't really go full in the paint with. You just gotta use like half your abilities back off and then go back in with the other half like a moment later. It's like, alright. It just throws off your feng shui when you're just in the zone and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get you, and then you ignite the clone. You're like, damn it! That's not what I wanted to do. And I get juked by Nikos all the time, Georgia, so I was like, alright, Nico's a good pick. I like that. But here we are in the mid lane as well. Let's see the gold difference right now. So Diana's just slightly ahead, you know, at first blood. Gold is gonna do her good here in a moment, but here we go again.
All right.
To the
Rammus flashing in, taunt down onto the Azir once again. Pancakes in trouble. Diana with the auto attacks. One more Q finishes the job. Swedish Pancakes is 0 and 2. We are looking at a little bit of a mid diff here so far, guys.
Yeah, Iroh is amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, we have been saying his name, or I've been saying his name. I've been calling him Arrow. It's Iroh1, by the way.
Got it.
Like General Iroh from Avatar.
Doesn't that Iroh spell it I-R-O-H?
Yes, he does. Absolutely
Okay,
does.
well, it's fine.
Spelling doesn't matter, just however you want to pronounce it.
Right. It's about how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some days you'll pronounce it
you feel
Arrow, the other
inside.
one's Iroh.
Now,
Yeah.
the jungle, capabilities, I like Rammus a little bit earlier, between 1 and 5. He's really good because Nocturne can't really engage all that easily. Like, he's kind of just like a sitting duck until level 6, but then it becomes a problem. So,
Definitely.
we'll see how that goes, or if he's able to catch up. Rammus is already 0-0 and 2, feeding Diana. Let's see if you think he's going to capitalize. If you were in Nocturne's position, would you capitalize more, mid and top side, or would you just give up mid at this point and try to focus maybe around ADC or Wukong or something?
I mean, it's hard to give up mid. We're looking at another attempted engage from Nighthawk, but Phoenix with some fancy feet to get out of that one. We've got a 2v1 in the top side. Fear is going to land onto Shax here. No mana for the Poppy. Has enough for the hammer. Hits Wukong away. Has the shield as well. Stuns Nocturne into the wall. Shax underneath the tower, and he's just fine.
Oh, wow. The survivability.
He's like, I gotta go back and get the shield, if not I'm going to die. And then he knows that he can E forward to not only get the stun, but then also get closer to his own tower. The calmness that you have to do. I would be like, ah!
Yeah.
Like going in, like if Nocturne showed up at the same time, and we just saw there, yeah, W does not, I believed you 100%, Georgia, but W does not stop Nocturne from flying in. And I'm glad we got to see that early. That makes me very happy.
But that was Nocturne 6, and he won't have ult for this drag.
Oof. Yeah, and Rammus is going to pick up a free Mountain Dragon, completely uncontested, it looks like. Very nice, and uh-oh.
Ooh, Moonfall, Azir is dead again. Swedish Pancakes just having a rough game this time around.
Falling into arrow.
I know you said early game, you're like, I'm still going to call him arrow. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, 3-0 already has 6 stacks on that Dark Seal. That's quite a bit.
It's going to be scary.
Like, 100% kill participation from just a Diana. Bot lane just doing their thing. This is the calmest bot lane I've seen in like 2 weeks, definitely.
And top lane, honestly, the fact they haven't gotten a kill on either side is...
Well, we've seen some action there.
Weird.
Oh, I mean, I think we've already seen it. Poppy is like the great nullifier. Just like, you can't kill her. She has a hard time killing you as well, unless you kind of int it, but like, Young Shaxx is just an immovable object up there.
Starting off with the Bramble off rip, too. Like, Wukong has to auto, so does Nocturne, so that makes it pretty well. Uh-oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Swedish looking for something bot.
Yeah, he tried. Like, what are your comms normally like in your games? I know you guys are a little bit higher tier, but like, who's the main shot caller really? Would you guys say like your jungle player, you know, the support? Like, how do you guys normally go about doing that? Like, giving that authority?
I think it just depends on the team. Like, a lot of teams just make sure that they have one person that can shot call primarily, and as long as that's not the ADC, I think it's good anyways. I think the ADC is definitely the hardest role to shot call from. But otherwise, I think all roles can do pretty decent shot calling.
Okay, understandable. Oh, there we go. We have
Neptune got the Herald, but he's getting collapsed on a little bit here. Has the flash, fails the flash over the wall, and he's going to be a dead nightmare. But he did get the Herald first.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate, but here we go. Also in the bot lane.
Okay, nice. Flash away from the Nautilus. The Braum ultimate knocking up Ezreal, but he's still Ezreal. And he will be just fine. But he gets stunned up! He walks too far forward, gets hit by another auto attack, gets locked up, ignited, and is cut down by Lucian's culling there. KitKat not respecting that Braum passive, just stays in range to get executed.
Yes, just barely trying to make it out, but was it the Ignite that took him out? No, it was Lucian.
It was
the Lucian culling that got the last hit.
Yep, you're right, you are right. I think you also might be like just a couple seconds behind. I'm just slightly. I don't know if it's all the way forward or not. I apologize. But
27, 28, Wukong ultimate, knocking up Shaxx right now. Nocturne, Paranoia over the top. Gonna be able to take down Poppy this time around. Shaxx has been pushing in that top lane very, very consistently.
There we go. Yeah,
the buffs are just rotating.
That's the damage that they needed. Like, Wukong had to use ulti, Nocturne had to use ulti. Getting 2 for 1 ultis, though, not bad.
Yeah.
That has to make you feel good, because then it's like, okay, unfortunately, there's no other objectives on the map right now for them to kind of focus on as a team. But, you know, just knowing, like, okay, Nocturne and Wukong,
Nocturne can't ult for a while.
Exactly. And teleport on Wukong isn't going to be as effective without his ultimate. So, yeah, he still would be a presence elsewhere on the map, but he's not going to be able to capitalize as much with that teleport, at least for the next, 80 seconds, I think, is 120. Okay, so Cyclone's 120 second cooldown starting off. But that's all right. You know, good picks. You know, they're not completely out of this. You know, 18k to 16.3. Let's take a look at the gold difference on the board here. You know, Poppy is, ahead by about 500. Diana is the biggest difference right now. The 1900 gold difference. 301. Woo. And, you know, everyone else is kind of even across the map. Support, they're duking it out for 4th.
Okay, we got a teleport coming down here in the bottom lane. Ezreal was getting that Braum passive stacked up once again. We got Young Shaxx joining into the play here. Gets the heroic charge onto Braum into the wall. Phoenix flashing away is ignited. Hook by JR underneath the tower, but he's gotten locked up here. One more tower shot. He will be going down to the ATC.
Braum passive with the ult.
That's so sick.
They are giving Lucian these
early kills. Looking for more here. Phoenix in a lot of trouble. One more auto attack from the Poppy will be enough to finish him off. The Fear will get the return kill there. And the teleport was forced out from Opaque. It was a 1-for-1 at the end of that one, I believe, in the bottom lane.
And TP for TP.
Yep.
I think KitKat stayed back a little bit too much. It was a great teleport coming in from Young Shaxx, absolutely. And Braum did a great job following up as well. He was able to Nautilus was able to go ahead and get a good dredge line across. And follow up with him, but unfortunately KitKat was a little bit too far back. I think he was like, guys, I'm at like 30-40% health. You know, I don't know if I can be a part of this fight, at least not that far up. just in case, because Nocturne was kind of waiting on the side lane there a little bit, and he
Drag
does
up
have
and
ulti
7.
now. Yeah, so they're in a good spot.
Yeah, I think we're going to be looking at another fight here, guys. We're going for the engage here. That's going to be a very dead Diana. Yeah, gets caught out a little bit. Didn't have her team around there, around her there.
Able to get her ult off. Otherwise, I think it would have done pretty insane damage to the rest of the team.
Still all by herself, though.
Yeah, definitely. She would have still died, but I think she would have had more of a chance to win the fight because the rest of the team could have followed up. But with her dying so quick without dealing any damage to the team, I think it's a lot harder.
Absolutely.
I didn't see.
She has Mythic.
Already?
That's true.
Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. And now the Lucian's
She has
3
to
and
press her
0.
ult.
He also got the shutdown on Diana, so that put an extra 300 gold in his pocket. So he has 600 gold just off that
Kinda
kill.
rich.
Oh, he's balling right now. He's gonna come back from lane, and I think he might have. In this circumstance, would you go with the Kraken
And
or would
first
you go with
turret,
the
too.
Gale Force? Ooh, very nice.
Lots of gold. I mean, does Poppy W prevent Gale Force too?
Any
should.
dash, any dash. I would assume so.
So
as well.
maybe a Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just to escape
Diana's stealing
though,
the red buff.
he said, "Kill me, will you? I'm gonna go ahead and take a damn red buff." Okay. There we go. Young Shock's doing a lot of damage now. He's got that Bomby Cinder. He's got the Bramble Vest. Like, he's making it as difficult as possible for Wukong to pretty much, fight him at any point in time. Just standing around or by the basic attacks, you're gonna be getting damage, buddy. And, I think that's a good thing for Poppy, though. Sometimes you see Poppy damage, but I really like Poppy tanky, because she is kind of
Very hard to kill.
Yeah, very difficult to kill.
Raid boss.
Oh yeah, raid boss level 4 certain, and that's not even by like level 16 yet. That's by level like 11 or 13, in that range.
All right, we're looking at another 2v1 in the top lane, I think. Nocturne is here. He has the paranoia, but Poppy is just fine,
So is
actually.
Rammus.
Yeah, very
both
true.
exploding around.
Nighthawk also in the area.
Okay.
Right, just yet.
And they kind of are now roaming across the map, the Lucian and the Braum together. Yeah, in this combo, it's like you never leave each other's side at this point. I know sometimes, the support tries to do his own thing and runs around.
But they might be a little pushed up here.
Oh, here we are.
Okay, here comes Ram. He's got the powerball. He's got the taunt onto the Lucian, but Nocturne is here with the paranoia. Ram is flashing away to prevent that Braum passive from triggering. So ends up just being a trade Nocturne ultimate for Rammus Flash, pretty much there.
As
And
well
Rammus
as
ult.
heal.
True. Oh, yeah. Heal as well.
A lot went down there.
Yeah,
For no kills at all.
It was like a 3-second burst where everyone just was smashing their keyboard to death. Ooh, good dodge there from Nighthawk, sidestepping the Braum Q. It's so difficult to engage a Poppy. I'm like watching it, and I'm like, Opaque, I feel you, bro. I feel. Oh.
Ooh, nice double.
Oh.
She's got the
Okay,
move.
but Nocturne is here. Poppy behind enemy lines. Nocturne with the spell shield and the fear prevents that Poppy ultimate from coming through. And Young Shax, he doesn't have any mana left. He is going to be going down. Neptune Smurf claims the kill. Now we have the death charge going onto Lucian. We have the taunt follow up as well. True shot barrage over the top. Good damage. Shut down onto the Ezreal. Kit Kat picking that one up for himself. Another 1v1 between the mid laners down here in the bottom lane. Diana dashing back in. Move ball with the tower shot is too much. The Azir flashes away from the second damage, the follow-up damage coming through from the Diana ultimate. Swedish Pancakes gets a little bit of revenge for himself.
Yeah, well, the Lucian falls. Swedish also gets a kill, so the strength is definitely transferring.
Yes, correct. Mage Burst, this is not Team Yell. I apologize. I have it on the other. We're gonna fix it. I will fix it here momentarily, but I can't do that without exiting out of the stream, so I don't want you all to miss it. So I apologize. This is Team Pink on red side. It is Team Blue on blue side right now. Disregard the overlay altogether. I will be fixing that momentarily. I know. I apologize. But yes, lots of action, and I think Team Red has definitely come back. Early game they were just slightly, falling behind. Diana was 3-1. Everyone else was kind of chilling at that point. Young Shax was just doing his thing. With Poppy, he's a Poppy main, so we kind of expected him to be, living up to the hype. That's what he's known for. And,
Pretty dominant.
Yeah, dominant. Thank you. Perfect word. You are awesome. And he is definitely living up to that. Definitely living up to that. But they're not out of it just yet. 67. Goal lead is now in Team Rylionns Body Pillow's favor. And we'll see if they're able to maintain that and, get the victory here in game 1. My points hope
Get
otherwise.
the third drag.
Oh, there we go. He is good at timing that. The 2 tower shots, I don't know if that's worth the trade. Like, you were ahead.
He's playing this so aggressively.
Yeah.
Aggressives in Young Shaq's blood.
Okay, Phoenix about to face check the Rammus here. Rammus swerves first, loses the game of chicken there. Opaque going in. Knock up again from Shax.
Very good timing, man.
Lots of knockups.
Do the sandstorm.
Okay, Phoenix getting taunted up here. He puts up the unbreakable. True Shot Barrage is blocked by the Braum here. Azir just using the Shuriman Shuffle to create a zone of control, allows his team the space to pick up the 3rd dragon of the game, and a bloodless objective there for Team Body Pillows.
Agreed. And one thing that I literally just noticed is they have a lot of zoning capabilities from Rylionns Body Pillows. They have the Braum ulti, they have the Azir ulti, like, their whole comp is pretty much like, get away from me, like, as much as possible.
Yeah. Which is good into the engage comp with the enemy team.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have disengage and disengage on their end. Like, Rylionns Body Pillows has like a really good mixture right now. But, it's just going to be up to late game Diana, and making sure that they have the CC camp.
Late game Ezreal.
Exactly. Like, that Thunderer, when he does get that, it's going to be a huge issue. We've seen that a lot recently. And, whew, oh, yes, they do. Very nice. Who just picked it up?
That was old Nighthawk.
Okay. Yep.
Sitting on Shelly number 2.
How do you guys feel about picking up the second Rift? Is it I understand that it's less of a priority than everything else, but I mean, like it.
They lost the drag, so I think they had to trade it for something, and it wasn't as contested since most of Rylionns Body Pillows is back.
Agreed. Okay.
Yeah, they got it for free, so yeah, absolutely take that.
I mean, a free Rift is. No one's gonna say no.
True. I like Shelly. You can definitely hold on to her for a little bit, and she just, without the armor plating, I think she's a little bit more effective. Like, if anything, the first one isn't as great, but getting the gold is obviously really good as well. You're able to knock off like 2, 3, depending on what time you use it. And then from that point forward, it's like, okay, getting first tower generally with Shelly, and here we have Iroh sticking to the side lanes, trying to just get his farm up, and he is 3-2 right now. 176 farm versus Azir's 140. But...
Second most farm.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Ezreal. That's
Ezreal, yeah.
That doesn't count. Oh, but yeah, no.
Looks like they're trying to push the top lane is still an island.
What script does Young Shaqs have to predict this? Because he is on point with it.
He really is.
Yeah, Opaque trying to counteract with the Cyclone there. Their health bars are slowly getting lower. Wukong appears to be losing out here. Poppy does have the flash. Shax doesn't want to commit forward for it, though. Paying respect to the Nocturne there, perhaps. Not wanting to all in when he wasn't sure of the enemy jungler's position.
Nocturne could be anywhere. He really is a nightmare.
Indeed.
I like Opaque's tenacity throughout this. He's been getting slapped around a little bit, but he's 0-0-3. So he has been holding his own against the legendary Poppy player right now, and I must say that's a victory all on its own. Not dying is really good. Like, yeah, I'm a little bit behind the farm, but I got 3 assists. That's something to be pretty proud of. I would be. If I was playing, I'd be like, I'm not dying. Okay. I have no kills, but I'm not dead. So, I'm fine.
Love that item choice, too. Divine Sunderer. Great this game on the Wukong.
Yeah. Definitely into the 3 tanks.
Absolutely.
The Poppy, Rammus, and Nautilus.
What would you go for next? Black Cleaver? That's typically what I would see, but I don't know. I would assume that because he doesn't he has attack speed. I don't know if he has passive armor pen with his ultimate or anything. I could look it up, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think Black Cleaver would be really good.
Yeah.
For that armor shred would be really valuable, yeah. And you have a lot of AD
members. It's an
members.
Infernal Soul. It's your favorite.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. You're right. Yeah. 3rd dragon. I hadn't commented on that at all. You were awesome. Yes.
I was just waiting for you to say something.
I completely overlooked it. I'm just looking at everything.
Whoa, Iroh, he's looking for it, and he's found it. Pancakes, 1 and 4 now. Needed to react a little bit quicker than that. As soon as you see Diana on your screen there, you got to be running, and
those Krugs were not worth it.
Run. They were not.
Well, if I'm sorry, if Soviet was here right now, he'd be like every time with the Krugs. How did he even catch that? He was just trying to do a little bit of counter jungling and was like, oh, I'll just take a champion and your Krugs, that's fine.
Pretty much.
Alright, here we are. Looks like a nice team fight might be happening.
Dragon number 4.
Yeah, could be soul point, but...
Yeah, heroic charge into the wall. Braum, Glacial Fissure, counter engage onto the Poppy.
Ooh.
Young Shaq still feeling pretty okay, though. He gets stunned up. He is getting knocked up now by the Wukong Cyclone. Opaque flashing into the enemy team. Knock up onto 3. Paranoia over the top. Ezreal does get away from the fear, but Opaque is still on him. Nautilus with some good heal there. Ezreal will go down. Now Neptune barely trying to get over the wall, but Diana with the follow will get the kill. Phoenix going down as well. It's going to be a fight in favor of Team Exiles. Ramos flashing over the Emperor's Divide. He's going to be getting the knockup and the taunt onto his ear, but where's the follow-up? Can Iroh get here in time? The Nautilus hook will not quite find the target. Close fight overall, 2 for 1 in favor of Exiles.
That was crazy. He flashed over the Azir wall just to try to get... I like the commitment from Nighthawk. He's like, no, you're mine.
Yeah.
I mean, that ended up...
they really want to kill
Ooh, flash in, Moonfall onto Anime Titty Clap and just gets deleted by Iroh. Iroh will trade himself for this one and did use the flash as well. Just asserting some dominance there over the enemy AD carry.
Going down.
Who got the kill on that one?
I think Azir did.
Okay, that was much needed for Azir. So that was kind of worth it more for, I would say, Rylionns Body Pillows. It was just the second Drake for Team Exiles, which is really good. It's a good pickup. It's an Infernal. You're never going to argue with an Infernal. But giving up a 400 gold shutdown, so that's 700 gold altogether. Now Azir's a little bit more relevant. You know, he's going to be able to do a lot more DPS. He has the Liandry's. Generally, you go, Nash's Tooth next after that. So I don't know if that was totally worth it. Yeah, you know, you were able to pick up 1 kill on your own, Diana, but that just made you a little bit more... It gave additional gold where I don't think it was necessary. You could have easily gotten the dragon with your team and just gone from there. But who knows? Maybe.
But it's the momentum.
Yeah. Agreed.
He's got to show off his dominance.
He's like 7 and 2.
I'm with you, Rylion. Diana had a shutdown. Lucian did not have a shutdown. If we're just talking numbers here, not worth for Iroh that time around. But you know, we'll see if it comes back to bite. I'm still looking at small gold lead for Team Exiles.
Absolutely. And let's go ahead.
Keeps on going back and forth in even games.
But that gold lead is just growing like insurmountably every single time I pull up the gold. Diana's now at 12,000. Azir's at 8,600. She is way ahead of everybody, especially on her own team as well. The next one is Lucian. Like that's gonna, like, if they cannot do something about that, it's unfortunate that his stacks now on the Darkseal are down to 4, but he could very easily make that back up. Oh, did he just? Oh, I thought he got rid of it. Never mind, he just moved it.
Alright, Azir is going to be in here. We got a 2v1 situation on Shaxx, but does prevent the Azir dash from coming through. The Cyclone number 2, the Poppy ultimate knocks the Azir very, very far away, but the 1v1 is looking pretty decent for the Wukong. Divine Sunderer doing a lot of work here. The Poppy Q damage is good. Able to trade back there, and look at this. 2 members from Team Body Pillows in the bottom lane, so we've got a little bit of a Baron Nashor start here. Paranoia being cast. True Shot Barrage does not connect onto anybody this time around. Death Charge now onto the Lucian. Nighthawk is going to have the taunt now. Lucian is going to be the first to fall. Iroh picks up the kill. 8 and 3 now on the Diana. We have a teleport now into the mid lane. It's a 5v4 on the map. Some sort of low health bars for Team Exiles, but Poppy is back there. Heroic charge onto the Wukong. Straight into the wall there. Okay, now Rammus over the wall. Blue Smite down. Gets the taunt onto the Azir, but the follow-up is not... Oh, a beautiful Emperor's Divide. Prevent that follow-up from coming through. Almost able to pick up a couple more kills there with Team Exiles. But they may be able to just retreat back to the Baron here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of their targets didn't get that low as they continued to chase, but the Emperor's Divide definitely kept them from picking up a few more of those kills.
Oh my god. That was fantastic gameplay from both of them. Yeah, Anime was the only one that got picked off there, but Oh.
Okay. Not his whole
Smite. Smite, kick ready.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, Kit Kat's like, I got this, don't worry.
Way too scared.
0-0 and 6 Rammus right now. I like that Rammus committed hard to the Lucian there. You know, he definitely they did a good job. I know they were trying to get the pick off onto Diana, and I like how Iroh popped the Zhonya's early because he had both of the stacks on him coming from Braum. He knows if all four of those would have hit, he was dead. There was nothing he could do. So popping a little bit earlier than you typically would, but he was like, I can't allow this to happen. Let the rest of my team peel off Baron right now. I like the immediate turn off Baron, because normally he'd be like, no, just hold it. We'll get it real quick. And then next you know, you find yourself in a 5v4. But I love the communication, and it ended up working out in their favor.
The Paranoia being cast once again here, but the Glacial Fisher is not going to find anyone.
No.
Couple of cooldowns wasted there by the body pillows. We do have a dragon spawning in about 45 seconds here.
Ooh, that is your passive. Forget about it sometimes. Like, where the hell did this tower come from?
Are the body pillows still going to contest for this objective, guys? They don't have Nocturne or Braum ultimate.
Yeah, they don't have two of their biggest teamfight ults and weren't able to get a pick with them, so it's going to be really hard if they do decide to contest. But I think it'd probably be better just for them to try and push out waves.
It's going to be Infernal Soul Point here for either squad. We have 10 seconds left till the dragon spawns. Phoenix jumping forward, ignite down onto Iroh. We got a flank here. Poppy heroic charges the Azir straight into the wall. Death charge knocks him off. The Azir just can't even do anything. Pancakes goes down once again. You only had time to use one ability, and it just wasn't enough.
No, definitely not with the damage that Arrow has right now. The Rabadon's death cap with the other items are really showing his lead.
Shax and Iroh just zoning the enemy team away. Braum will try to get some vision, and he'll pay for it with his life there. Dragon number 5 going over to Exiles. Poppy now underneath the tower, getting good damage down onto Anime Kitty Clap, forcing the flash heal out of the Lucian there. And Poppy not expending anything of her own.
No.
So Anime Kitty Clap will be very vulnerable now.
Shax is capitalizing his shields extremely well. Like, his playstyle is just so calm. Like, it's making me calm by just watching him. Like, he is just so good at utilizing and just, like, he has really good knowledge about how much health he can and cannot lose before that shield comes in. He's able to tank, you know, an extra 1 or 2 tower shots. Unreal.
Exiles pushing forward now. That tier 3 mid tower will go down, and so will the Azir for the 6th time this game as a nice Wukong Cyclone gets some knockups. Opaque will not survive long enough, though. Neptune Smurf is in there. He's trying to get some damage down. Shax's getting extremely low. Lucian trying to get some damage out from the backline. He still has the frontline left. He dashes in. He gets the sun onto Diana, but there's not too much damage from the Ezreal-Diana combo. Nocturne will drop as well. That's 4 for 2 Team Exiles. They may have enough to end the game right here, guys.
Oh, my points. Thank God. I was nervous for a moment. I'm not gonna lie. I know most of y'all are feeling that too. Don't worry. But yeah, game number 1, so very well deserved. It was hard fought too. This was not an easy game number 1. One of the most
gold
high
lead
points.
went back and forth. So.
Oh yes, but I don't know. Right as soon as Iroh got that advantage, he did not let go of it in the slightest bit whatsoever. That was
The spam ganks mid worked out for him.
extremely, extremely well, and that's what you want to do. You want to play around some of your best people, definitely, and in this case, I would definitely agree. As Iroh is one of their better players on the team. We've definitely seen him, you know, time and time again. You know, even though we knew him as Arrow originally, that means nothing. But yeah, I was definitely not expecting that, to be honest. You know, I liked Exiles comp from the beginning. I haven't said that a million times, but that Lucian Braum combo was starting to take effect, starting to roll there a little bit. But just Swedish was not able to pop off with the Azir. There was a couple highlight moments though, like Emperor's Divide was able to stop a lot of engages, which was really clutch. But you got to follow up, and you know, I thought maybe here right as he gets that shutdown gold on Diana, that would be the momentum that he needs to go ahead and get right into it. But that was the second and the last kill that he got that game, and you know, sometimes it just happens. You know, it just is what it is, and you can't think about that going into game number 2. And it definitely
gotta reset the mental.
100%. That is what we're about all day. And let me go ahead and put the prediction up. So Team Exiles went ahead and won game number 1. Let me go ahead and get this stream all
At your points.
It definitely seemed like
up.
Team Exiles went into game number 1 there once they had their team composition all sorted out with a very clear game plan. They needed they just wanted to shut down the enemy mid laner, snowball Diana. They had mid and top lane priority for almost the entire game. Shaxx was like constantly pushing in that top wave as well. It was really hard for Nocturne to get anything done, even towards the mid stages once he had that ultimate available. And yeah, I think Team Exiles just played it out pretty well.
They did.
Yeah.
Played it out amazingly. And you guys are going to see the wrong overlay here for just a moment while I fix it so our lovely faces will disappear. But I'll go ahead and add us back in here. Don't you guys worry about it. I know how much you love to see Newman's face. And I will get that back up for you all. Here we go. Boom. Like we never even left. And, but yeah. Would you expect to see the Poppy in game number 2? And I'm asking that kind of ironically but serious at the same time.
I mean, I think the Poppy definitely deserves a ban, and I think some of their other bans could be taken off as well. Like, I don't know who the Gangplank ban was for exactly.
I'm not too sure either, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm trying to invite.
I think it was for the Poppy one trick, but I think they should have just banned Poppy.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the move or not. So I would definitely. I'd definitely get rid of the Poppy over a Gangplank any day. At least from this point moving forward, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, so we tried that. Didn't work. But that's all right. We'll try it again on game number 2. And we'll definitely get rid of it this time. If they don't respect it and Young Shaxx pulls it out again, then it's like, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a little
Especially into, like,
looking...
Wukong.
It's like, what's that old saying? Fool me once, you know the one.
Yeah. Fool me twice.
Like
I can't finish it, but I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling a George Bush. I don't know. I'm not. It's just we'll leave
right.
But yeah, I definitely, I expect nothing less, especially if you have a 67% win rate out of almost 200 games. It's just like you're expected to do some damage.
Yeah.
And they did focus a lot of their resources to topside when really I think that should have been attributed to Iroh in the mid lane. Like they were kind of holding Diana down a little bit, but it just I think they were too focused on. I mean, who do you really focus in this situation? Poppy's just able to dash in, getting some great flanks off, great teleports. Like, would you rather focus on Poppy or would you rather focus on Diana? Diana just has that bursty damage, and she's able to kill your whole team in like 2 seconds. I would focus on Diana in that game, personally.
Rylionn, I believe you are correct. The answer is focus Diana.
Okay.
Between those two champions.
Good. I just wanted my silverness. Sometimes, a blind squirrel.
Right on the money this time.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I'm in the spot.
Uh-oh. He's just like, Newman's playing this game. He's like, all right, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah. Newman's filling in.
No.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, Newman, Georgia, and Rylionn, we're going to have y'all just come in for us and just be like, got you. But yeah, no, I definitely liked it. That was a great game, number 1, definitely. I expect to see as much hype, if not even more hype, in game number 2. And then, of course, me being the greedy individual that I am, I always wanted game number 3. So, I'm not saying that Rylionn's Body Pillows has to take it, but what I'm saying is that they have to take it right now. So, let's see if they're able to live up to it. I think they will be. I definitely think they will. Do you expect to see any of the same champions, or do you expect to see a whole new team comp all the way around? Like, it wasn't a bad playstyle.
I hope that they don't go a bunch of dashes into a Poppy. That's my only request for their next draft.
Yeah, that was a little iffy there. I don't think they realized it till after, like, oh damn, we all have dashes. The only one that can really get through is Nocturne, and that's just. Oh, we need draft link.
We should have it. I can paste that for you again if you need it.
Appreciate it. Not to worry. Always coming in clutch. There
yeah, you came in right after they sent the link.
Oh, my fault. But that is all right.
No.
We will have this up for you wonderful folks here. I'm still getting the proper names up for all of you guys, so I'm not confusing the hell out of everybody. That would be nice. But here we go. Darn it, I don't know which one that is. I'll have to change that one in a little bit, but that's okay. But let's see. Yeah, game number 2. Like, what kind of comps do you like to see? Do you like to see just like play what you're comfortable with, or do you like to go with like the meta? How do you guys like to play your League of Legends personally? Like, not necessarily team wise in the series, but I mean like when you're in a solo queue, it's just like play what's strong right now, or do you just like play whatever you want, man? Like as long as you're comfy, I want you to be on your best champion, not what's the best champion, because sometimes it's a little bit like I don't play that champion, like the hell. I'm not playing
Well, I think we saw an example of both in the last game. Even though Poppy can be sleeper, definitely the comfort came out, and you could see a lot of the like her ability to play the champ just was very well.
Absolutely.
It had a very good outcome. But then there was also the Ezreal pick, and I think it like is somewhat comfort, but at the same time it is also a meta pick that he probably has picked up more recently as it's grown in the meta. So I think after seeing both of them, we can see that they both work out pretty well. I think overall though, comfort definitely precedes what's just meta, unless it's like actually broken.
Agreed. And I mean, like we saw, you were like the prime example of that on Tuesday. You know, Nico, I haven't seen a lot of Nico play recently at all, but you were just like, I'm gonna go 8-0-8, and you're gonna have to live with that. And everyone just kind of had to live with it that game. But here we go. The draft is up and ready for game number 2. Team Exiles. So blue is going to maintain blue side, and pink is going to stay on red side. So I'll correct that here in just a little bit. But the 3 bans coming in from Team Exiles, set once again, Pantheon and Nunu, which I think is the same 3 bans that we saw in the first game. Then we have the Kiana coming out, the Gangplank, and the Neek and the Echo. What on earth? So Poppy, they just let through again. I'm actually genuinely surprised about that. And this is legitimately the same exact. The only one that they switched is they didn't ban Sedge. They banned Kiana in the second round of picks bans last time for Rylionns body pillows. And but yeah, Ezreal, first one picked up again. Oh, let's see how they try to answer that, because it's difficult to get somebody that has a pull into Ezreal. You know, he's able to just arcane shift right on out of it, just like that delayed reaction. It's like damn that move, I hate it. It's like Tristana's W. It's like. Oh. You know, if you don't have a Thresh, you're gonna have a bad time. There we go.
Well, there's the Thresh.
Okay. All right. Gonna be Phoenix on Thresh this game. Volibear locked in for Neptune.
That was
Neptune or top lane.
Ooh, good point.
True.
Another flex pick.
Where do you normally see him? Where would you want to see him though? Out of just based off of Rylionns body pillows in general. Like the Nocturne last game did pretty well. Can't complain. Like,
yeah.
Would you want him to follow up though with a tankier engage Neptune? Would you want him to do so?
I think Neptune is very good primarily on Volibear, but I've also seen Opaque do really well on it. So I don't know how it works into Poppy though. I guess he doesn't have any dashes, so it's better than.
Team Exiles very understandably just running back their draft from game 1. Why would you change anything when you won?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. I love that.
Oh, Aphelios.
Oh. Okay. Switching it up a little bit.
Strong lane.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. I mean, I personally don't...
I don't think I've ever seen him play Aphelios.
Yeah. You've never seen him play Aphelios?
I do like Aphelios into Ezreal, because Ezreal has very little lane pressure, and if Aphelios is just allowed to farm freely, then he is just going to scale into oblivion. So,
good point. Very good point. I don't play enough Aphelios to really get like a full grasp or like what's the word, like dynamic on him. Like I can't really give any insight because I don't play him. He's very odd. He's one of those odd ones that you don't. It's just like
he is quite the different ADC.
Yeah, just typically different than others. Like I get everyone else and how their playstyle is. I'm just not as good with them. Like Draven. Like I get it. Spinning axes, you got to catch them. Move forward. I'm just not good at catching them yet. This guy, it's like, okay, what on earth is this gun? And I don't pay attention to how many bullets I have left. So, like, in the middle, doing something, just switches for no good reason. It's like, oh, damn. But we had so they got rid of the Diana, and they also got rid of the Kale. So they respected the Diana.
I guess they thought the Diana was more of the problem than the Poppy this game, I guess. And we'll see if they were right about that, and see if Young Shax can pull out another Poppy top win.
I definitely hope so as well. And
You hope that young Jax will. Well, then we will get a game 3.
Well, you're right. You're right. I mean, I hope he just lives up to his poppy name. I don't want him to sully it just to get me to a game 3. But it's if they hard focus him again, then that's just going to allow Iroh to just do Iroh things. Yeah, he got his Diana taken away. You could follow up with a Orianna. You could follow up with a Seraphine. Oh, an Ornn. Once again, this is another dashy champion. That's 1/3 of your whole kit.
Yeah.
That's just going to be dully. And we saw the timing that young Shaxx has. Oh, yeah, MVP-wise. Who would you give the MVP to last game?
I mean, it'd have to be the Diana, right? Even though there's one in play.
That's true. There was that one. But even that play, he still got a kill.
Yeah.
So,
he still got the kill, and he still came out with a win that game, despite that seeming like a throw in itself.
True. Very true. But I don't know.
Ziggs. Ooh, it's going to be probably Ziggs mid, guys. How do you feel about that?
I love
Georgia?
Ziggs.
It's definitely very different from when he played last time. Going from Diana to Ziggs is, I mean, they're both AP, but I think that's where the similarities stop.
Yeah, pretty much.
So getting a Ziggs fed will be good, but it'll also be a lot different than if they got that fed Diana from last game.
Vi. Okay, guys. So I was a bit of a Vi one trick for a while, so should definitely have some things to say about the Vi here.
Please do.
Speaking of which, Rylionn, were you taking over play-by-play for Game 2 here? How did you want to play this?
Oh, no, please, by all means. I loved listening to yours. You actually say all the correct names, not Sets, Laser Punch, and Thingamajigger, so absolutely. 100%. You are hype, my friend. I will listen to this all day. If we're casting together, I want you to. I'm not going to lie. It's like taking notes.
All right, man. I mean, I know you're a play-by-play guy too. I don't want to steal all the fun.
I gotta get the knowledge down as well. I gotta take this into my games, and it just slowly but surely I'll get there. Don't worry.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Rylionn.
It's not flattery. It's true. Oh man, I keep on getting invited to all these side games. I apologize, y'all. Nope, I'm casting at the moment, but. Yes, and we have the final pick, which is Victor here. So let me go ahead. I will start the predictions for you all. But yes, going into this now, how are you all feeling?
I'm feeling like I'm very interested to see how Vi does. Is really how I'm feeling. I'm going to question the pick a little bit. If I'm on Vi this game, I'm not super excited to be playing into Thresh, Volibear, Ornn.
Yeah, lots of
that seems like not the best situation. But I mean, I guess the idea was just like see Aphelios, kill Aphelios, and Vi does have some capabilities for attempting such a mission.
Absolutely.
So that we could be seeing something like that come through here. Definitely some interestingly matched.
But it also could become see Victor kill Victor, depending on how this mid lane matchup goes.
True.
Victor into Ziggs. They both have a lot of scaling.
Absolutely. I mean, Ziggs is I've been playing Ziggs ADC a lot. I haven't seen a Ziggs mid in quite some time, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean he doesn't do damage. Every single time that I look at he's just one of those characters like Anivia. He just has all these AoE, huge damage spells. It also allows him to push towers pretty quickly as well. But he doesn't really have a lot of fun. I guess the Ziggs Ezreal, they're just chunkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so definitely. They have a lot of poke.
That's kind of disgusting to go up against. But Ornn, on the other hand, as well, can upgrade every single person's item. And that's going to give them, a slight advantage. They'll
definitely have the late game with, I think, Aphelios, Victor, Ornn.
Yeah.
I think that'll beat out the Ezreal and Ziggs overall. But I think mid game goes to Team Exiles with that Ezreal and Ziggs.
And
I agree, for sure.
By the way, something that I literally just found out right now, Mercurial is actually Kit Kat. Did not know that. I'm not going to lie. His main account, something happened to it, and he has to use this one now. So this is Mercurial Mars, by the way. So, yeah, that makes sense why we're seeing a lot of Ezreal play. I think that's one of Mercurial's, not comfort picks, but one of his best ADCs that he does utilize. And you know,
Just for future
318.
What happened?
Are we calling him Mercurial Mars, or are we calling him Kit Kat? What's the appropriate
I'm gonna go with Kit
name?
Kat, definitely right now.
Go with Kit Kat? Okay.
Yeah, just because that's the one that I see right there. If not, I'm
Yeah, that would be
so
confusing.
confused. But that's all right. The predictions are up and ready for everybody that wants to go ahead and get into there. You know, we haven't done a sub here in a little bit, so actually, let me go ahead. I'll just do I'll do a rando one. Just throw one out there for everybody. We'll see what's gonna happen. You know, random number generator. Let's hope it's you guys, and then I'll play an ad immediately after this because I know you guys love ads.
Oh, love ads.
Oh,
That's
there
my
we go.
favorite.
Satan the Dark Lord got the gifted sub. Okay.
Oh, we've got Timo in the chat. Get out of here, Timo.
You know, I'm
What are you
taking.
doing here?
I'm gonna call my bank immediately and just be like, yeah, cancel that transaction. Yeah, don't let her go through. Thank you.
Don't give Timo a sub.
No, we don't do that here. Oh man, I got 16,000 points off last game. Thank you, by the way. I told you I was gonna make those points back from yesterday.
16,000.
Yes. Very happy about that. 41-1 point ratio. God, I love that math. Math all day. Oh, that means I got to do mine now. But just based off here, I like Team Exiles. The only thing that they really changed up was their mid lane and their jungle, which I don't think is going to be that big of an issue. You know, Vi's now able to go through the, you know, to their back line, so they have a little bit less of a front line. But with Ezreal being able to just get out of there, Poppy stops a lot of engage as well. Does Poppy stop the Volibear ulti? That's something else that we should know.
I don't think so. Because I think he goes invulnerable, right? Or not untargetable?
Oh, okay. So he just dashes.
I feel like you're right. Yeah, I think it's not a dash. The Volibear.
Yeah, I don't think it's considered a dash. It's a jump.
Got you. And
yeah, sure.
The Dark Lord, you're more than welcome, my friend. I went ahead and played that ad, but you don't got to worry about those no more, so don't worry. And but yeah, so game number 1, we all agree Diana MVP. Let's see if Ira's able to carry on that MVP-ness to game number 2 here. You know, I definitely think Rylionns Body Pillow has a little bit more pressure on them than they do first game. Like, how do you guys feel being in that position? When you're down 1-0 in a best of 3, it's like, okay, like, do you slump forward, like, gaming mode activated? Or, like, what do you guys normally do to get yourself in, like, that, okay, game number 1, don't worry about it. Like, do you talk to yourself? Do you just talk to your teams? Or you just say nothing at all? You guys just go forward.
Last time I got crushed, I just went downstairs and had 2 spoonfuls of sugar.
Huh.
And then came back up and was super hyper again and just started laughing.
Nature's out of all. Just 2 spoonfuls of sugar, and it's like, all right, let's go. I'm hyped. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try that.
It's a great mental reset because your brain stops working.
Amazing.
A mental reset. That is funny as hell. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the best. 2 spoonfuls of sugar. I was not expecting. I thought you were going to be like, you know, I just talked to myself in the mirror, like, okay, Georgia, you know, chug my glass of milk, and I go right back out there. And it's just like, nope, 2 spoonfuls of sugar. Okay. We're just peeling back the layers. I love it. I'm going to try that next game. I'm going to be like, hold on, guys.
No, you shouldn't. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy.
You know what else isn't healthy? Losing.
What? True. It's really bad for my, I don't know, mental state.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like, oh man, if there's a game 3, do you just get another spoonful or 2, or you just like, oh, I'm on the crash?
It probably goes up exponentially. It's probably gonna have to be 4
Yeah.
spoonfuls for game 3. I would have to imagine.
God, okay.
And if we do a best of 5, then it just goes up exponentially, and we're at 16.
All up to 16 potentially. Yeah.
She just dumps the whole pack, like it's like those giant ones, just the whole thing right in there, and she's like, "Let's go!" Game number 5, it's just all the sugar is gone, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is.
And then after the game, I just sugar crash.
So that's the reason why you weren't a part of the. I mean, you were like, hold on, like MVP. You're like, no, not me. I gotta go sleep immediately after this game. Like, I'm on the downward spiral right now. That's just my 4U was talking about most of the questions that we were asking there. That's hilarious. Let me go ahead though and pull up
The game is starting.
the game itself. I'm liking this. Oh, let's just see if it goes ahead and pulls it up for us. No, I don't think it will. Oh, it will. It's doing it this time.
Oh wow!
Oh my God, guys, we're doing it.
It's learning.
We are doing it. 1-0 right now. Team Exiles is going to be starting off in game number 2 here. So let's see if they're able to close out 2-0 if we're going to get a game number 3. I did not Venmo them $10 to throw this game, I promise you.
All right, so
Well,
Psyops Vi skin, pretty good.
Yeah,
Not my favorite,
pretty
but pretty good skin. Hail of Blades is a little bit of an interesting choice. I think it does make sense against all of these tanky members. You're going to be proccing that W very quickly, getting yourself that armor shred. So definitely understand the rune choice there for Vi.
Yeah. And Lunar Beast of Thelios and Dark Star Thresh.
Let's see
And
if
then
they go for
Shanghai
the
Skull's
invade.
not. I love skins.
Skins are absolutely my favorite. It's like I'm almost at 700, I think, now. It's like, ooh, come on,
Oh my
let's get
god.
there. We're almost there. Well, my friend has like 1100 for no good reason. I say no good reason. I understand the reason
2 hook
completely.
champs. And it looks like they will try and invade.
Let's do it. Oh my God, Rylionns got it pillows. They're doing the most, and I love it. Kit Kat's just gonna go ahead and do some light poking, though. You know, able to get those Qs off with relatively low mana usage as well. That's one thing about Ezreal that's just really clutch. Every other person, you know, Blitzcrank throws 1 Q, there goes a third of all of his mana for at least like 2 minutes.
There was a deep ward placed there onto the Team Exiles red buff, so Team Body Pillars will
Getting
be
more
aware
information
of
again.
where...
Always. I like that. I like the fact that they're willing to risk it just to get that little piece of info, because if the jungle's not up there, it's like, okay, then you're starting top side. But that is not Nighthawk's cup of tea. He goes, no, I'm definitely going to do that. Oh, they burned both. Unfortunately, both sweepers were used on Vi and on Nautilus. That's kind of already a win for Team Rylionns Body Pillows, because, you know, Vi more than likely is going to go ahead and path towards top side, but... Oh, what happened?
Then we'll get this.
One of the Krugs, actually.
Yeah.
So maybe just full clearing on Vi. Not what I usually go for, personally.
You go from buff to buff? How for a non-jungler, what is the proper way, essentially? Not proper, but typical, I guess.
Well, for me, my personal preference on Vi is the fast level 3, so buff Gromp, and then gank a solo lane is usually my Vi play. But looks like Nighthawk going to be doing something a little bit different here.
Yep. Swedish is a little bit, I don't want to use the word salty in a negative way, but he remembers the last game, and he's...
Ooh, heroic charge, Ornn into the wall. Wow. Opaque, not by his tower, has the flash still. Doesn't have to use it just yet.
I mean, it's just 2 tanky champs that are going to be beating each other up within the top lane. Hammer to hammer.
Oh my God,
that's right. So yeah, Battle of the Hammers. Wow, I didn't even realize that until you mentioned it.
Same.
That is definitely a fun one to watch. Who is the stronger bonk
this time? It's the bonks. Oh my
Battle
God.
of the bonks.
Battle of the bonks. I love it.
Team bonk.
Every time we talk about top lane.
Yeah, let's just keep the camera on top lane permanently. We gotta watch the Battle of the bonks, guys. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Odd. I didn't vote this game. I got too distracted. That's okay.
So Victor pushing in mid here, but Nighthawk has already passed through. He's already onto his topside camps. So
not going to fall for those early ganks again.
Yeah, absolutely good call out there. I think Swedish Pancakes was the reason that his team fell behind early in the previous game, falling victim to a couple early games coming through from Nighthawk. So gonna have to play more respectfully this game.
Ooh, I don't know. Like Iroh's getting poked down quite heavily. Swedish is like, I'm pulling out the Victor. I'm not messing around this game. You know, you did the most last game, but you know. I'm gonna
reverse it this game.
Exactly. He's definitely doing a lot right now. Not so much in the farming department. It's down by about 7 right now. But what he's lacking in farm, he is definitely making up for in damage. So, you know, able to push him off. He's gonna go ahead and force the wave to crash into his tower.
Ooh, knock up onto Shax here, but just getting the grass proc and walking away for now. I thought maybe Opaque could have pushed forward a little bit more aggressively for that 1v1. He's like full health, had flash still, but
yeah, but the jungler is coming up, so
true.
Respecting Shax and their jungler. Uh-oh.
The junglers are definitely staying on top side this game. Like,
Volibear for sure wins that early and the 2v2. I'm pretty sure Orin Volibear wins that, but they didn't decide to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, Shax just has so much mastery on the Poppy that it's really scary to go for anything. As
Yeah,
you
maybe
can tell
the Poppy
by the
was just too intimidating.
double CS.
True.
let's see if they're able to. I mean, Orin doesn't really have to do a whole lot. You know, he buys all of his things in lane, so he's just like, all right, I'll get gold eventually. You have to back. I can just sit here, you know, farm up, you know, build my items without having to leave. The only thing he needs to reset for is the corruption potion. And
Yeah.
you know, after that, it's just like, yeah, oh, welcome back. I already have all my items. Don't worry. And
first drag is up, and both junglers are bot side, so
I would
it might
give
come
up
down
the
to
cloud.
some type of game.
I'm so glad to see
Looks
it's
like
cloud first.
bottom lane priority for the Aphelios Thresh here in the early game. As I kind of mentioned in the champion select, Ezreal not the best AD carry for getting lane priority. So we're going to have first move onto the pit for Team Body Pillows.
Yeah, clearing the vision, and it looks like they will be starting the drag.
I've heard the term lane agency quite often, actually, recently. Can you, like, explain a tad bit as to what that implies and what that means? For all the viewers, of course, not me. Just for everybody that doesn't know what that means.
Georgia, you're the laner. Do you want to take this one?
No, you got it.
Oh, okay. Well, I assume Rylionn. I assume you mean lane priority when you said lane agency, but lane priority I assume is the technical term for what you're referring to. I think.
I don't know. I've heard agency so much,
sure
I genuinely don't know.
I think they're the same thing.
Same
I'm just
thing,
going to
yeah.
assume that those are the same thing.
Okay.
So basically, what it
Because
means
sometimes
is if a laner is able to bully out their opponent either by like damaging them with abilities or just manipulating the wave in a certain way, then they have lane priority, and what that allows them to do is move out of their lane, dip into the fog of war so that the enemy team doesn't have vision, and then they have the option or the possibility of making a play somewhere else on the map. Basically what that can do.
All right. Well, yeah. For all of the folks at home that have no idea what that was, I just was looking out for you all. Don't worry. I just
Good looks, Rylionn. Good looks.
Yeah, of course.
We got Vi back up here in the top lane, looking for possibly a gank angle. Waves pushing away from the Ornn, but he is level 7, one level up on the Poppy here. A nice W from the Poppy prevents the Ornn E from coming through. Still has the flash flashing away. Vi doesn't have the ultimate called the Forge God now coming down. We have the Poppy hammer, but the knockup has gone down. No follow-up available, so everybody's going to be walking away from this one.
Yeah, so ult for ult, but Ornn was forced to flash at the end of that trade.
Ooh. Nice dodge away from JR Boys there. The hook. Oh, Poppy going back in. Shax, he wants it. Neptune is here for the counter play, and he is going to give the first blood right over to his top laner. Shax almost had him, just needed one more auto
Neptune
attack.
dropping to like, Opaque dropping to like 50 health, but he was able to CC him for long enough that he didn't die, and Neptune was able to get there and secure the kill for Opaque. I don't know how he got it, but he got it. So.
That terrain.
Yeah, I think it was with like Q or something.
It was. He was able to at least get the knockup and give enough time for Volibear to make his way from the fight with Vi. He's like, no, just peel off Vi real quick and come straight to me. I need you. If not, he would have definitely died, or at least they would have traded 1-for-1. But in this case, 1-for-0 could not be any more happier with that.
First blood going to Ornn.
Yeah, 8-minute first blood.
Okay, we got the depth charge coming down onto the Exiles here. Flash in from JR Boys. No level 6 for Anime Titty Clap just yet. He's already down to about 20% HP. Flashes away from the True Shot Broad, but Ezreal in there with the Arcane Shift, able to pick up the kill onto the Aphelios. But now Volibear is here for the counter engage. He's dropping the storm right on the heads of the opposing bottom lane. Gonna be a double kill for the bear here.
Let's go! Oh my god.
And all stuns used by both bot lanes. I think the biggest thing there is they were able to engage before animated had ult.
That is true. That is very true. Do you
Okay,
think that would have
getting
changed
some
the
good
fight?
trading.
Yeah, Pig with some good trading.
Well, I think that was probably the initial reason that they engaged, because they definitely forced that engage quite abruptly, with Nautilus using depth charge and then also flashing onto animated clap. So I think it would have changed the fight, as they
Okay, we got
might not
Assault
have
and
engaged.
Battery now onto the Volibear. Neptune Smurf far away from his tower here. Not going to be able to get away. Is shut down by the Vibe. And now the Gravity Well locking up Nighthawk here. Swedish Pancakes is outnumbered here on the play. JR Boys lands the hook. It gets the root. Ziggs Bomb getting some more damage. But Swedish Pancakes able to trade one back with the Q. He will go down to the Nautilus in the end. 1-for-1 in the mid lane.
Yeah, and giving that kill to Nautilus is definitely where Swedish wants that to go. I like Iroh's recommitment to it, but that range that
The
Victor has
burst.
is just disgusting. Oh, and the burst as well. He only had like 5 health though. Oh, accidentally
Yeah, that
used
is-
W. Trying to get that speed buff in, but you know. That was a really good turnaround. I like the commitment from Iroh. It was just a little bit too much. I think overcommitment. He could have made out of there. Even if they didn't end up picking the kill, I don't think that JR would have been without the kill. I think he could have done it without Ziggs coming back, but you know, just to secure it at least, pick up another assist. You know, and they're pretty even. Let me take a look at the gold here. 32 to 3,300. Okay, so yeah, they're pretty even all the way across. Down the lane, the only one that's really at the most advantage right now is the First Blood, and I believe that was for Ornn and Volibear. Oh, Ornn and Poppy are kind of even because the Poppy has the better CS, yeah. But we'll see.
It was definitely a really good roam by the boys into the mid lane there. Nautilus seems like he's been doing a lot of work so far in this one.
But it looks like Ziggs might be caught out here.
Yeah, Iroh in a lot of trouble. 1v3, nowhere to go for the little explosive Yordle. Will get picked up by the Volibear there.
Not much vision at all in that
Depth charge onto Pancakes. Ezreal Arcane Chef forward, but does get locked up by the Gravity Well there, but it's not going to matter. Swedish Pancakes is not able to get away here. Nighthawk also in the area, has the Assault and Battery available. We're looking at a 3v3 now. Death Sentence not quite connecting. Vaultbreaker to get Nighthawk back to a safer position. Hook not landing either. Shax is teleported into the play. Ornn also has teleport, but not committed to that summoner spell just yet. Dragon is alive. Rift Herald and number 1 getting dropped in bottom lane.
Oof. They're playing this very, very well. It's unfortunate that Nautilus picked up that kill there. I know it's the Ignite just for the security purposes, so I can't blame him in the least bit. But
Nautilus has a bounty now, so...
Exactly.
if they aren't able to kill him.
So he's going to have to stick with this team.
Ornn just he's just decided to not use the teleport here. I'm not sure why Opaque... I get they're just deciding to give up the dragon, which I suppose is alright, but then why are the rest of the team still hanging in the area? But, that's fine.
We have
They're probably going to get a bit more done.
Ooh, Infernal Soul. We're 2 for 2 for Infernal Souls.
Yeah.
This is the game.
Maybe Ryan has a dream. Ryan has a dream and he gets the 3rd game.
Let's go.
It's a dream situation. And then that'll be an Infernal Soul as well.
Oh my god. Now that would be unbelievable. If the Ziggs Ezreal got the Infernal Soul, not that I think right now that Exiles is in favor of winning, because Rylionns Body Pillows is definitely putting in the work right now. They're working very, very well as a team.
They have a kill up, but they're actually below in gold, so...
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, they're right there, neck and neck in gold. You know, I'd rather have I guess if you're only going to get one of each, I'd rather have a Cloud Drake than a Mountain Drake, because, you know, getting that 10% cooldown reduction really just goes a long way, especially the later that, you know, these games go. But Infernal Soul and having at least one Mountain Drake, you know, extra resistances never hurts. You know, you have the Poppy, you have the Nautilus, so your team can utilize it very well. Would you rather have like a tank buy, or would you rather have like a damage engage buy?
Oh, I play damage Vi, but as I kind of already mentioned earlier, this is not a very good game for damage Vi, as there are a lot of tanks on the enemy team. So in this case, I think a tankier build might make more sense. But you know, I definitely do respect the damage Vi. I'm all about it. So let's see if he can find the right targets. He is looking right now. Vaultbreaker, Assault and Battery, straight onto Anime Titty Clap. In a lot of trouble here. Chilling Smite as well as Ziggs Bomb over the top. Aphelios barely able to survive. Volibear now trying to get himself under the turret. Vaultbreaker is landing the knockup. Death Sentence connects, though, onto Nighthawk. The Aphelios ultimate didn't quite find the mark there. Looked like maybe it did, but just barely not enough range on the Aphelios ultimate there.
That was a little bit... I think it felt like a pixel, like it just stopped.
Yeah.
A pixel right before it actually hit somebody, because I didn't see it actually hit anybody with the Aphelios ult. And then the direction camera had a mind of its own to go straight to top lane.
Okay, Shax is pretty low here. He has the W. He's heroic charging onto a minion to build some space away from the Forge God. I think he should be able to get away, but he's on the wrong side of the map here.
Yeah. But it looks like he might just get away backing in this bush.
Will Opaque find him?
Oh, he didn't
will
find
not.
him.
Poppy escapes. Secret Agent Poppy behind enemy lines there.
They should have do they
And
have
you
a
have
Mega
to take
Squad
note.
Poppy?
Swedish doesn't have TP. He chose for Ignite
Very
instead, which I didn't realize until now, but he was a little late to that bot lane fight where the Ziggs just TP'd down.
Good observation. Yeah, I didn't really see that as well. And no Omega Squad Poppy, unfortunately. Thank you, Patient. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't believe anybody actually ended up dying in that fight. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
With everything that went down.
4 to 5. This is a very low kill game. Lower than we've seen typically within the Team Gap leagues over the past couple of months, and even in the summer. It's been
So Ziggs is roaming down. They're looking for a 3-man play onto the Aphelios Thresh lane here once again. Depth charge connecting. Aphelios picks up the lantern, but it's right into Vi's fist, and that's going to be a kill going over to Nighthawk. 2-0 now on the Vi.
5 to 5, even in gold. But Vi does have quite a... I mean, does he have a gold league over Volibear?
Let's find out.
No, Volibear has
no.
more.
Yeah, he has more farm, and he's 3-1-2 right now.
He's trying to find a cross-map play here, but Shax is just looking very immovable on the Poppy right now. He's going to go for it anyway. We got the charge into the wall, called the Forge God, does get the knock-up. Poppy does not have the ultimate, and will be going down here to Neptune Smurf. Finally claims the kill.
It's
Like
such a
5 minutes.
Yeah, there's so much CC between the two of them. Looks like he will be going for the Rift as well off the back end of killing young Shax.
And giving up that first Infernal Drake. Or actually, no, he might be up in time to do it, but I don't know if he'll have the health to back it up. He still has ultimate, but there's no teleport follow-up from Opaque. He's going to go to get that tier 1 top lane tower, it looks like.
Yeah, so now they're turret for turret.
Okay.
But they are sub 8k, or no, 0.8k up.
Oh, what game
Not
are you watching?
8k. I don't know, the goal difference has just been so close this game that any small changes in it are like
Agreed.
significant.
Dragon number 3 on the map. Team Exiles River Control for now. Hook in onto the Thresh. Ignite going down as well. We got some bombs flying over the wall. Nice play to build some space. Depth charge going down. The bomb will clean up Phoenix at the end of that one. Now Vi, Assault and Battery onto the Aphelios. That's going to be 2 kills going over to Exiles. Victor now in a whole lot of trouble, flashing away to try and get out of this one. But Poppy heroic charge forward. The Vi will get shut down by the Victor laser. And Pancakes looks like he's going to be okay underneath mid lane tier 1 here.
So now, they did go 3 for 1, but the jungler was the one lost there, so they do have a chance at getting this dragon.
Yes, they do.
Exactly right. And Team Body Pillows is moving into contest here. We got Call of the Forge God coming down. We got an Engage coming down onto Volibear. Neptune needs to be dealt with if there's any hope, and it's not going to happen. Another double kill for the Bears. He brings the Storm down onto the Ziggs this time. Now Young Shax. They're trying to peel away here from the Bear, but the Bear is too angry. The Bear will not be denied.
Thresh is back now.
The only surviving member. Death Sentence just barely goes wide. Volibear and Horn still on the chase. Volibear has the Q and the E, and that's going to be a dead Ezreal. Dragon should be next on the menu.
A dead Ezreal and a big bear.
Unreal. Wow. Neptune
Rocky's been working out.
saved that. Yeah, Neptune cracks definitely destroy. 100% agree. Great focus, getting onto and ulting onto the back line there. I was able to, and like Georgia said earlier, making sure that Nighthawk was just not a part of that fight really made it difficult. They just took all the aggro from the dragon starting off, so that already put them in a kind of bad position. And
they get mid turret as well.
Okay, the hook, but the lantern is there.
Yeah, okay.
He's okay. He's alright.
He's safe. It was only a Nautilus. The submarine boy has been shut down. So
finally. Who shut it down? Do you know? Like, do you know which who picked that up?
I don't know
Which
who
shutdown?
picked up
For the Nautilus.
shut down. The most important
Nautilus
one, of course.
shut down.
Yeah.
Volibear got that one. That was
okay.
part of his
right,
double
of course
kill.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, that is 7-1 Volibear with a 500 gold shutdown. I really really liked how Young Shax and Iroh both were just zoning off Volibear so that way they can get the damn dragon, and everyone just got off the dragon. That was so unfortunate.
Yeah.
They did the most effort in just getting him off, and they had the time, I think. If I could pull up a replay, I totally would. I think they had enough time to really get that thing down, because the dash coming in from Poppy, the W coming in from Ziggs, like, they did a great job zoning, and just, unfortunately, they were like, no, we gotta help you, your team fighting. And he's like, I want to hear what those comments were like.
Yeah, definitely. Neptune definitely tore up that fight despite all the efforts to not allow him to.
Absolutely. Yeah. But hey, that was still a good job from Rylionns Body Pillows to just pick up, able to just focus each character. And here we go. A nice dash over the wall.
Okay, we got the Vault Breaker. Thresh flashing over the wall to keep himself safe.
Yeah, Phoenix has been finding himself in really
weird places this
when
game.
I say terrible positions, I don't mean he's doing terrible. Very weird places, exactly. Good. You were the nicest person I've ever met. Like, you have the nicest words out of all the people. Young Shax's doing a really good job stopping that engage though from Opaque again.
Yeah.
Clearly played that Poppy vs Zorn matchup before a few times.
I would expect he's played a bit of every matchup with how many games he has on Poppy.
True. Who do you think would be like the worst matchup for Poppy that he probably hates going up against? Like a Darius or something?
I don't know. I don't know Poppy's
Not sure,
counters.
Yeah. Not much of a Poppy player myself, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Lulu.
Okay, Helios. In a little bit of trouble here. The Ziggs bomb does connect. Eats the sweet spot that the Leandry's burn. Not quite enough. Enemy Titty Clap surviving with
it was very close.
20 HP maybe.
That was wild. Patient said Lulu. Lulu top lane, I think, is just... I don't know how well that works, to be honest with you. Or do you just mean Lulu in general? Like, Lulu could still go support and be a problem. I definitely agree with that. Or can she go mid? I guess you can play anyone anywhere, technically, nowadays. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm. She's just a good supportive pick in a lot of lanes just because of her poke and ability to stay alive.
Yeah, utilization's kind of cracked. Not gonna lie. That polymorph is, like you just said, unreal. I don't know the official name of her ultimate. I just call it Hugify, because that's what she said.
Wild Growth.
Ah, thank you.
Wild Growth, yeah.
Wild Growth. Got you. Alright, see? Little by
I
little.
mean, it makes sense.
True. That does make sense. But, yeah, no.
Yeah, you were close.
Next
You call it
drag,
Hugify. Everybody would
coming
know
up
what
in
you
a minute.
meant.
Exactly.
True.
My
They're
verbiage
big now.
is like an 8-year-old, so I hope everyone can understand it. But,
I don't know. I think it's fun calling League of Legends champions by like 8-year-old names.
Everyone knows what's happening, Allie. It's like, yes, I've been there.
Like Laser Dude's mid lane, and he has the thing that eventually goes poppy poppy, but at some point it's just a laser.
Yeah,
We'll call Thresh Spooky Hook Boy.
Yeah, Spooky Hook Boy, and then Submarine Boy,
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, bingo.
and then Big Spooky Bear.
You know what? Let's call everything just by the wrong names from this point forward. Let's see
We
if-
can call Poppy and Ornn Little Bonk and Big Bonk, respectively.
True!
But what about Nasus?
Mini Bonk, Big Bonk. Nasus is
Well,
Dog
he's not in
Bonk.
this game. Oh, true. Yeah,
he's Dog Bonk.
Or Stack
Wolf
Bonk. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
They are setting
we'll
up for
work out the
drag, though.
details.
yeah. This will be a meeting
okay.
for another day. But
Dragon number 4.
absolutely.
15 seconds on that one.
Hopefully.
We have a position in the river, 14 body pillows for the time being. Neptune
I got the
in the
vision.
line brush here. Nighthawk moving around like he knows the positioning of his opponents, but does he really? Oh, yes. Does he? Does he really? Okay,
Well, they
now
do
he
now
does.
with that war.
He's at the far site. Blue trinket there.
Keep
Ornn giving
refilling it from Poppy.
somebody an item. Yeah, Shax. He's joined the play. We got a 5v5 building up here in the bottom
Victor does
side
have the
river.
item.
Going to be Infernal Soul point for Team Body Pillows if they manage to pick this one up. Team Exiles trying to tie that dragon count at 2-2. This is going to be a very pivotal team fight. About a 3,000 gold lead right now for the Body Pillows. Can they make good on it? They have the scaling composition as well. Dragon has been started up. Mid lane tier 1 already gone down. Dragon getting shredded here. Will be claimed. Infernal Soul Point has gone over. And now that's really a nice knock-up onto 4 from the Ornn. And that's 2 quick kills going over to the Body Pillows. Nighthawk in there trying to make something happen, but he already lost 2 members of his team. Forced to flash out immediately. And now the Body Pillows may be looking towards the Baron, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good play by Body Pillows, not losing any of their teammates and getting the dragon really quick, to the point where I think Exiles were a little confused during that fight.
Yeah, and the 4-man Ornn knockup, though, is not going to also do any favors for them whatsoever. That was very beautifully played by Opaque, absolutely. You know, being able to get that. Bonk. And yeah, that's a team bonk right there. And let's see.
Okay, Anime J-Clap looking a bit out of position here. He's gotten collapsed on by Nighthawk from up above, but Nighthawk forced to respect the teleport coming down here from Opaque's Ornn.
Definitely saving the day.
Yep. The hammer has arrived. Orniness be gone. Okay, Death Sentence onto Shax. I'm not going to mean too much just yet. Baron only objective on the map right.
Like, Nighthawk has a personal vendetta against anime right now. Every single ultimate, I think, has been onto anime 100% of the time. He was.
I mean, I think that is his goal.
Oh yeah, that's his only job right now, and he's doing it perfectly. Like,
yeah.
You said it'd be difficult, but he is making it work right now. This Vi is doing the most, and I think setting up a lot of the combo for Team Exiles. It's just they're not able to really execute. After the beginning of this game, it's kind of been like, all right, they're getting a little bit too tanky between Neptune and Opaque, and eventually Thresh will catch up. But Thresh, you know, already has the Locket of the Iron Solari. He has the double shield coming in also from his Lantern. So, oh no.
Oh no is right. Kit Kat. Arcane Shift, Flash, not enough. Pancakes with a Flash follow. Drops the ultimate right on the Ezreal's head. And that is going to be another kill going over to the Victor.
And the Victor does have the upgraded item. Ornn upgraded Victor's item before he did volleys. Which I think is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Victor's your carry, right? I think it makes sense. As Baron is just getting absolutely shredded here.
Yes, sir.
Has been completely destroyed by Team Rylionns Body Pillows. They're just going to go for a reset.
Big purple people eater over there. Getting picked off like it was nothing. And yeah, I mean, my favorite thing to utilize for Baron is just be in as many lanes as possible. I mean, unless you were like absolutely steamrolling, and we could just do an ARAM and just collectively use Baron as a team, as you know, as a whole unit. That would be great. But in this circumstance, being able to have Victor and Ornn, you know, sticking to the side lanes, and then maybe having like Thresh, Aphelios, and Volibear going into top lane, you know, doing like a 3-1-1 or something like that. Because who are you really going to focus on at this point? You know, yeah, you can go ahead and try to focus a lot onto anime Titty Clap itself, but then you're just going to go ahead and leave the rest of the team. Like, Nighthawk's the only one that can really engage anime, but we'll see if they're able to pull something off, because the later this game goes, Ira's going to get more damage. You know, they're able to set themselves up. And, you know, 2 items coming in already from Kit Kat here. Young Shax is still doing Young Shax things. He's not as relevant, though, as he was last game. I've noticed that.
No, he definitely is not. I think he got put pretty behind early game and has not been able to get anywhere. I mean, he hasn't died that much considering...
Okay, JR boys getting locked up right now by the gravity well. He's in a whole lot of trouble. Depth Charge gets a nice knock-up, but still very low. The Aphelios ultimate over the top. That's enough to finish off the Naughty Boy. Now called the Forge God. Knock-up onto Vi and Ezreal. Vi is going to just get absolutely destroyed underneath the mid lane tier 2 there. A couple of quick kills picked up by Team Rylionns Body Pillows once again.
Yeah, that was an unexpected fight, but it definitely worked out for Team Body Pillows. They got the better end of it.
Yeah, you got tanky boys like Volibear and Ornn. You go in. That is exactly the reason why. You know, at the 28-minute mark, level 16, 16, 14, like, we have got the damage, we've got the Barons, we've got the double tanks. Like, we are...
And now Volibear has his item upgraded. The Decide.
Yeah, just in time for Infernal Soul. 10 seconds till that one spawns onto the map. Poor Vi, yeah, only at 1 item in pieces. Volibear has 3 completed. 3 levels up on the opposing jungler as well. This dragon is already gone.
Oh my god, it was dragon!
That was like a 3-second dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, with the Aphelios getting to his power spike and Swedish as well, doing a lot of damage. It's quick takes of all objectives.
Yeah, I mean, this is my Vi build, is Eclipse into Sterax, but like I said already, it just feels so bad into Ornn, Volibear, Thresh. It's just like, there's not a whole lot that Vi can do in that situation.
He's not really able to assassinate anyone with that Eclipse.
Yeah.
Early game, he was doing great. Ultis on the backline, always like Aphelios was not able to do anything for the longest time.
And I mean, I think that definitely has a lot to do with why Aphelios is so behind, but I think top lane was able to get a lot more ahead due to the focus that they put on getting enemy to declap behind.
Agreed.
Yeah, and a huge bounce back game for Pancakes as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said last game, not again. I'm pulling out Victor.
That was an off game.
Yeah. We're not allowing this 2 times in a row. Definitely not. You know, it's personal, and he's taking out all of his aggression on everybody on their team actually right now. So, but here we go. Oh, never mind. Opaque and Young Shax just kind of, you know, getting back to their roots. Yeah.
The bonk battle. It doesn't really have much of an end to it when they're both so tanky.
Yeah. Hammer's work is never done.
Oh, we had a pause coming through, and okay, Neptune might have a little bit of internet issues. What is a team gap game without at least one pause in there, you know?
Yep. Looks like Neptune's buttons aren't working. So.
I've been there before. But that is... On the 9-1 and 5 Volibear, you need all of the buttons working. That is very important. Yeah. We have Dark Lord coming in saying, insert butterfly meme. Is this jungle gap? Well, this is team gap, absolutely. But jungle gap, this game, I don't know. Vi was just very, very relevant in the beginning parts of the game. Nighthawk was doing absolutely phenomenal. I still think
Vi is one of the better players on their team right now, because a lot of the others are not doing very well. Nautilus has the 2nd most kills.
Ooh, that is true. That
on their team.
That Ignite is killer. Not gonna lie. I love it though. It's like, it's for security. It's like, no, let me get the damn kill, please.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the game is resuming, so back to the action.
It'll be a little bit pause here. That always happens after an unpause. It'll buffer for just a moment, so that's going to be expected here in the next few moments. There we go. I knew it was going to come eventually. But the 2-0-7 Ornn, the 9-1 and 5 Volibear, 4-2 and 4, like they are doing.
They need those bounties.
They need those bounties. I had a very big turnaround game the other day on Jinx, 2-18. You know, it was not good. Oh, here we go.
3-18, 3-19. Death Sentence landing onto the Nautilus here. Zig's ultimate. Getting a little bit of damage back, but that's going to be a dead Naughty Boy.
And the bonk battle continues.
It never ends. It never ends.
It really doesn't.
The tale as old as time.
And it's, like, honestly pretty entertaining as well.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
it looks like
call
the
the
big
Forge
bear
God.
might end it.
Yeah, the bear is here. He does want to put an end to it. Will get bonked away, though.
Oh,
but
no.
Shax only had so many bonks available. His hammer swinging arm was getting tired there.
The last bonk.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The last
couldn't have said it better.
You were quick with the
okay. Nighthawk was right in between the uprights there. Did not manage to get that Q onto anybody, and forced to use the flash just to get himself away. So that was a little bit of a rough look from the Vi there.
I'm sorry, Poppy's ulti is just one of those that makes me laugh every single time, because every single time that someone just gets ejected across the map, I always hear nope immediately in my brain. It just goes off. It's just like, it's so funny. It's like, nope.
And they all have Ornn items now. Every single player. So It is going to be very hard to come back into this game.
Yeah.
Level 17 Ornn, 3-0 and 7. Great game for Opaque.
Yeah.
In going back to the very beginning, you said Vi was like the odd man out here. In my opinion, I think Ziggs was the odd pick in this comp. You know, it's different having constant damage. So like somebody who could I possibly think of right now?
Looks like they're trying to do a death push.
Yeah, set up a little bit of a death rush here. We have the True Shot Barrage. Is going to see the Thresh. Now Neptune flashing in, gets the stun onto Nighthawk. Vi is in some trouble here. Still 3 levels down to the ball there. Stormbringer is going to easily be enough to secure the kill there, and Shax will also fall at the same time to the Victor.
Yes.
That's 2 more kills. Team Body Pillows, they might not even need the Baron here, guys. Looks like they're pushing for some inhibitors.
Uh-oh, here we go.
The Forge God coming down, knock up onto the Ezreal. Neptune in there once again gets the stun. He's eating some turret shots here. Neptune getting very low.
Oh, wow.
Gotta get out of the Ziggs ultimate. Can't escape the big Inferno bomb. So that is 1 kill traded back. This inhibitor will fall.
And a big shutdown to the Ziggs.
Yeah.
He's doing some work though.
Yeah, Iroh is trying to defend as best he can, but he's just 1 Yordle. It looks like it's going to be 2 inhibitors going down here. Nighthawk is alive, but this Vi is so far behind. See if they want to go for something here. No, just going to be the 2 inhibitors and an easy reset for the Body Pillows.
Yes.
The Infernal
Elder
Soul.
coming up in a minute.
Oh, they are playing so well. I'm loving the flanks coming in. Every single time Neptune is just doing some phenomenal flank. He's, you know, jumping over walls, just doing something, setting the rest of his team up. And
it was a good flank, but not having ult there, I think ultimately led to his demise and made it. He was a bit too aggressive on that play because the shutdown on the Ziggs is kind of scary. If he's able to get a few more items and able to poke him down before some of the fights, then it would be very scary.
Agreed.
It looks like Iroh's going for a Void Staff. 4th item on the Ziggs.
And they
he has to get through that Spectral Cowl, Abyssal Mask, the Mercury Treads. Uh-oh.
Phoenix.
Okay, Death Sentence onto Ezreal. We got the movement speed now. Shax going in, but Neptune here for the counter engage. Gets the stun down. Nighthawk with the Vaultbreaker forward to buy some space. True Shot Barrage over the top. Poppy's the first to fall. Followed the Forge God. Only knocks up Nautilus. Now we have the Mega Inferno Bomb over the top, but it's all Team Body Pillows all day here. Only Iroh and Kit Kat remaining alive. Neptune slaps Kit Kat down for the 4th kill, and now only the Ziggs remains. Goes going to try and buy himself a little bit more time, but it's not going to matter. Volibear with yet another double kill, and that is going to be game 2 going over to Team Rylionns Body Pillows.
There you go. You got the Infernal Soul and the game 3, so the only thing that can get better is if this 3rd game has an Infernal Soul. As Ornn continues to bonk these turrets down.
We should make that the bet.
Yeah.
That if who wins, just is it Infernal Soul? Yes, no.
Yeah. No one cares about who wins. It's just what soul there is and if there's another bonk battle. I don't know. Those are all my concerns.
that was a really good
game,
definitely. But the most important question, now this one's very difficult, I would say, to give MVP to overall. We had the 5-0 and 11 Ornn. We had the 13-2
I think it's the
10.
Big Bear.
The Bear? But the 7-2 and Swedish was able to pull out a phenomenal comeback.
Okay, we'll look at the damage charts. We'll look at the damage.
Let's pull the damages for all the people, and then we'll have... Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say, please don't crash on me. Ziggs. Victor with the 28,000 damage. Volibear had 18,000. He was doing, he was killing it. Was it 13-2 again? Yeah, 13-2. And just, that damage chart is just unreal. Look at that. 28,000 coming in from Victor. 17 on the Ornn. Not that ADC didn't do anything in this game, but because Vi was just literally in their lane the whole time. All 6,000 of the damage that Vi did was done to Aphelios. 100%. So, there wasn't a whole lot that Aphelios could do that game. But yeah, that mid lane, look at the Ziggs. He just does damage. He
really does.
Well, what did he go this game? He was 2-4.
Leanderies.
He even hit the outskirts of Volibear with his ulti and still killed him. I was genuinely surprised when that happened. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what? Okay. He just has enough
I think that was a very hard game for Young Shax's Poppy, though. So I don't think they will be banning it in the 3rd game, and we will see if they will try and pick it up again Because although that was a priority pick, 07-0 is not really the best looks.
Yeah, definitely not. But, you know, not every single game could be a banger. It's just one of those
That
things.
is true.
So, you know.
Bonker.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can have bonker games, but you were on top of it tonight with that. You were just like, did you write all these down as you were like in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like analytics.
I just made a list of everything.
So let me get all these hammer puns out real quick. They're great, by the way. Absolutely fantastic.
Hammer them out.
But yes, game number 2 going on over to Team Rylionns Body Pillows, thus putting it at a... Oh yeah, let me go ahead and choose the outcome. My apologies. Rylionns Body Pillows, prediction complete. Give you all the well-deserved points that you all deserve. And no, Swedish did not play Azir. Swedish played Victor that game. So he played Azir the first game and was just like, nah, not happening again. 42,000 points given up. That's crazy. That's what they want. Oh, that's messed up. But nah, his Azir, he did good on Azir. He just didn't realize that they were into a Poppy and that all these dashes are going to get negated. So it just happens.
Oh,
but
maybe I should drop down. Oh, I can't drop down.
Oh yeah, I can't drop down either. But that's all right. Well, me and George are gonna hop in this. We're gonna be in the bot lane. We're duking it out. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. I can pull back my support.
Oh, excellent. Same. I will definitely hold back everyone here. So let us go ahead and see here. I don't have a draft link or anything. I don't know if they put that into the game.
Not yet.
Yep, perfect. So I'm not behind. But yeah, you know, based off of this new game though. Volibear, did they ban Volibear game number 1? They did ban Volibear game number 1, and I think they kind of regret it now not going into game number 2. He was literally putting that team on his back, and you're right. I think I'm going to give him MVP for that 13-2. Like that was just phenomenal, and
yeah, I think Victor was able to do a lot of damage off the back end, but I think the Volibear definitely kept them into that game, and it would have been a lot harder if their jungler was any more so behind.
Absolutely. Agreed. 1,000,000,000%. Let's see if they swap sides. Let me actually double check that. Anime. Yeah, we can't. I think, Newman, you have to move on over to the right side so that way they can move on over to the left. I have no idea.
Okay.
Everyone's just kind of chilling right now. There we go. So
I'm just going to take the open spectate spot.
There you go. That's what. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. But yeah, they are finally going to go ahead and switch sides. So Rylionns Body Pillows, it looks like, will be on the blue side starting off for game number 3, and then Team Exiles will be on the red side. So nice change of pace. What preference do you guys have when playing? Would you rather be on blue side or red side?
I mean, I think it depends on the team and whether you do want that first pick or not. Because sometimes the counter pick is better.
True. But I don't know, that being able to flex though, like I'd rather secure something that I know, because the second round of bans, it's like, okay, they didn't ban out my one of my good ones in round number 1. That's the reason why Volibear was like, yep, give me that shit immediately. And I think we saw him pick it up pretty early last game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and bring that back.
Yeah, it was the second pick.
Yeah, so yeah, he definitely was not waiting for round number 2 to come through and get it banned out. He's like, please pick it up early and I will trade. That is definitely what I want to be doing right now. Let me go ahead. Still no link as of yet. I think we're just going ahead. There, game number 3, guys, puts it into a completely different perspective. Game number 1, everyone's kind of relaxed. We can afford to lose. Game number 2, underdogs really have to come through, which they clearly did last game. Game number 3,
definitely.
That's it.
It's all the marbles.
All of the marbles. Give me all them channel points.
All the bonks.
All the bonks. All the everything. So it definitely puts it into a different perspective. And I saw a little bit in chat earlier. It's like someone was pointing out it's different, playing versus being casted. Like playing without being casted versus playing with being casted. Like how do you guys feel being on the spot? Like whenever you're playing, do you feel a little bit more pressure? Like, okay, people are watching me, strangers and friends. I hate playing in front of my friends. I'd rather play in front of strangers. They don't know me. They can call me garbage. I won't care. But my friends call me garbage. Exactly. It's like, I got to go back to my friends at some point. Like, Well, like, how do you guys feel playing a spotlight versus not a spotlight?
I mean, I just try to ignore it. If I don't see them or hear them, they're not there.
Okay. So you don't have to stream on in the background or anything when you're playing? You just
I usually do have the stream on, but sometimes I just like don't want it to take up any extra stuff because my computer isn't the best. So
okay, understandable.
I'll turn it on like after the games, but
Understandable. We got phones too.
Been there.
Pop it right into your phone. That's what I generally do. Just like have it right there.
That's true.
But you know that also drains your battery and everything along that comes along with that. But yeah, it does bring a different dynamic though playing in front of people versus
Definitely.
not. I would say a little bit more pressure, but Shaxx is able to really focus underneath that pressure regardless. Picks up the shields. He's been doing the most. He has his escape routes like already planned.
He did the most dying last game.
Well, that's very true, actually. Did definitely kind of falter there a little bit. I think the Ornn into the Poppy was very comfortable there for Opaque. Much more so than game number 1. Wukong...
It bunks a lot better with the Ornn than the Wukong, I've observed.
Absolutely.
So
we'll see if there. I would not that I would like to, but I would expect to see a Volibear, possibly Ornn again, banned or not again, but Ornn being banned, so that way he doesn't have to go ahead and face that. Because if they're not going to ban Poppy, they should pick it. But into the Ornn, that was not the move right there, and it could have just been one of those off games. Maybe he's really comfortable in the Ornn, and they just did a really good job focusing. It's difficult because Nocturne is a different kind of engage jungler than Volibear is. Volibear's big.
Definitely.
That's a big boy. Nocturne,
he has a lot more turret dive that you can follow up on, because you can turret dive with Nocturne, but it's a lot harder to follow up than a turret dive with a volley ult.
Understandable. And especially later games, because doesn't he stop the tower with his ultimate? Doesn't he what was that one item that did that? I don't even know if it still exists in League of Legends.
It doesn't. What was the name of it? It was like Rift something, I think.
I want to say it's Omni something, but I don't know. Wrecker. Thank you, Patient Lycan. Patient, do you have a sub for that? I'm gifting you a sub. That was phenomenal. Absolutely. You are clutch. You've been so helpful in this chat. Wrecker. That you are definitely getting a sub, my friend. Well earned, well deserved. And because you've been super helpful. I appreciate that immensely. So there you go, my friend. You don't gotta worry about those dumb ads no more. Not that I don't appreciate it. We're not sponsored by anybody, but hey, we want to be. And
we're ready, right, guys? Game 3, Champion Select.
Yeah. Do we have the draft?
We already got the draft underway here, guys.
Apologies. I did
not. Team Body Pillows looking like we are swapping up the sides. They are going to be on the blue side this game, banning away the Echo, Gangplank, and Kiana. Team Exiles banning away the Volibear from Neptune, very understandable, as well as Nunu and Set.
Yes, we do.
We're not banned, though. Neither is Poppy. Pantheon locked in first. What do you guys think about that first pick?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it has been banned every other game.
It has.
So the fact that they're taking it this game is definitely showing that they wanted it, those games. But it looks like they will respond with Morgana, since I think they think that it might be support Pantheon.
It might be.
Right.
They were definitely focused on getting him out of the game as much as possible, because he is stupid strong in the bot lane. I don't even remember where Pantheon used to be because of how prevalent he is now in the bot. Wasn't he a top laner? He could theoretically also be a jungler as well, technically, but he is very, very strong engage, and I think that they're kind of expecting that. Maybe that's just why they picked up the Morgana, because he just has a point-and-click stun. And Kindred, that can either be the jungle or ADC. I've seen a lot
Isn't
of
this the team that?
Oh yeah.
ADC. Yeah, this is the ADC Kindred.
Oh yeah. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Interestingly, it is actually Anime Titty Clap who has the most Pantheon games out of anyone on Team Body Pillows.
They do.
Really?
They do Fasting Senna with Pantheon.
Yes. Well, Not opting for that this time around. Oh, they are opting for that. Okay,
Yeah.
against Senna bottom lane.
Okay.
Interesting pick. Yeah, okay.
Definitely interesting. And with the Zac as well, that is a lot of CC with comboed with the Senna damage. And like the peel that they have for Senna with even those two champs is pretty insane.
Very
And
true.
the Poppy pick again.
I was right about to say that. I was
Shax,
like,
just,
Poppy, give me that.
Not deterred by the rough performance of the Poppy in the previous game. Team Exiles just gonna go ahead and lock that one in. If it's left open, it looks like Shax is gonna be picking that pretty much every time here.
Yeah.
Is gonna be the look.
Do you guys have any one tricks by any chance? Just curious.
I one-tricked Morgana for a while, but that was like when I first started.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was a Vi one trick for a long time. Got like 1.3 mil on Vi.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Thresh was my one trick for a very long time. I loved Thresh, and then it switched to Leona, and then it switched to Braum, and then Alistar, and then right back to Thresh. I love him. He is
the coolest champion in this game, visually, personally, and just great utilization.
Yeah.
We had the Diana ban and the Malzahar ban. Malzahar has been banned every single game. They definitely do not want him to have that at all. There's a Swedish.
I mean, Malzahar is just such a strong champ right now, and Swedish on it, you don't really need the mechanics that Swedish has, so that extra mechanics definitely helps and gives it a boost.
I definitely agreed. And remember, now Pink is going to be on, so Pink team, Rylionns Body Pillows is on blue side, and then blue team, Team Exiles, is now going to be on red side.
On reds. They had to mix it up for the last game.
Yeah, last two games they were on the same side there. And let me go ahead.
Diana banned away from Iroh here. Ornn banned away from Opaque. Was clearly the superior hammer in the previous matchup. So don't want a repeat of that last one due Team Exiles. Good ban.
They didn't? Oh, they did ban the Ornn. Okay, my apologies. Like you said. Yep, he was the superior one. I was like, oh, I didn't see it. I don't know. I completely, right over my head. I was trying to fix something.
They don't want the bonk battles. I don't know. I really wanted another bonk battle. It was so much fun to say.
Is there another? Well, there's Jace. Jace is still available.
Jace kind of bonk.
Got a hammer. Nasus.
Yeah, he does have a Nasus.
Yeah. Still counts.
Oh,
Thresh. Not a hammer technically, but
does that make it Morgana mid?
It does. Or jungle.
It could be Morgana jungle still if it is indeed the Kindred bot lane.
Oh my god, it's so
still
confusing.
Some flexibility, I suppose, on that Team Exiles composition. Just going to have to wait on the last pick to see what that looks like. Kale locked in here. Who do you guys think? Where do you guys think the Kale is going?
That's definitely Kale top.
Yeah, I think it is a Kale top, and it is also a steal from Arrow or. I don't even remember Iroh.
Yeah, like from Atla.
Because he is a Kale player and plays it quite a bit mid.
Well, let's see if I can find those stats.
It's just Poppy though, like he is such a dominant presence in lane. Just young Shax.
Yeah,
overall.
he will definitely have to be very safe.
Oh! It's Victor. It's Victor, not Kale. He opted in for the Victor.
It's a pro draft visual bug.
I guess so.
It's either that or the last pick is Victor. Yeah.
It's all bugged.
He said we're deciding. Hold on. It's like the timer's already like, no.
Nice.
But I think it's going to be Kale top and then Victor in the mid lane. I'm assuming just based off of the chat here. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia.
It's on the mid lane for Exiles, I think. Is their last pick.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to see a Victor Cassiopeia match up in the mid lane here.
In the mid lane.
Very nice. So, yep, unfortunately, we don't get to see it here, but I am going to go ahead and put the draft up for all of you. I'm sorry, the predictions up, not the draft. How do I get out of this? Hold on.
Swedish Pancakes, very strong performance on the Victor last game. Not surprised to see them lock that one in for him again. And they're sticking with the scaling approach, right? They've got Kale, Senna, and Victor.
Oof.
Yeah. Same kind of team comp that they played in the last
able to win get ahead in the early game again, it's definitely going to be even more scarier than last game, I would say.
They don't have quite as much front line as they did in the last.
They have the Zac, but definitely not the same as that big Ornn with the bump camera.
Ornn plus Volibear plus
plus Thresh. That's a lot of extra tankiness. But I mean, the Pantheon is somewhat tanky, but it's still definitely fallen off from the last tanks. On the enemy team, though, there is 2 slightly tanky champs as well with the Poppy and the Thresh. And then Morgana Jungle and Kindred ADC is interesting.
You know, I know, like, go on, Rylionns.
Oh no, I was gonna say that's just gonna make it very difficult for them to disengage, especially in the top side. So I mean, Kale doesn't have a dash on or anything, so Poppy isn't really gonna be able to lock down anything. But what she is gonna do is prevent Zac from really being able to get the full engage capability that he needs to do. And she knows that Kale has no disengage or no dash away or anything, so she could just hold on to that W literally the whole time. All Morgana has to run up to you is run up, ulti. After, level 6, but in the beginning, just run up, get the Q, do something, get you along the wall. Poppy's either going to go ahead and hit you with the stun, and then Morgana can follow up with the binding after that, or, vice versa. It's just a lot of mental that Team Exiles brings to the table, like, every single time.
Definitely.
And it's so tilting to know that there's one character that's always going to stop a hard engage. Pantheon, a Zac. I think it was Victor, so she's not able to stop Victor here, but it's just so tilting to just be like, oh my god, she blocked it again. Like, I'm sure after Wukong got stopped like the 5th time in a row, I'm sure I would have been down a keyboard. That's for certain. That's for certain.
Down a keyboard.
I'd be like, I don't know what happened. It just smashed itself on the ground. I gotta go get another one. See ya. But yeah, it's kind of OP there, but hey, more power to you. And let's go ahead. All the points right now are Rylionns Body Pillows favorites, 5,000 being bet off rip. That's crazy. I can't do my dogs like that. Exiles, wow. I got you. We have
the odds for Body Pillows are that high. Oh my goodness.
Yep, 5,000 to 20 team points. Don't worry. Do not worry. I'll get you guys up there. Oh, we got a little bit more. It's so fun being able to see this sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep the tradition.
Exiles too. That's just ridiculous.
That is so.
Exiles
funny.
win. I'm gonna be rich.
All right, I apologize. I'm gonna mess up the ratios a little bit here. I'm gonna drop 1,500 in for Team Exiles. It's purely for math.
Gosh dang it, Rylionns.
I know. I'm sorry.
Trying to win the lotto here, man.
But I mean, 10 times 42 is only 420.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm still all right. I'm sorry.
True. Someone's gotta drop like another 20k in here somewhere. I did 30k and lost it all. I'm never doing that again.
The team comps are on both sides are so interesting. Like, definitely quite different from what we have been seeing regularly. I don't think we've seen many Kales. We haven't seen many Cassiopeias. We haven't seen many Kindred ADCs other than from Kit Kat. And yeah, they're definitely. And then the Pantheon Senna bot lane, there's like lots of variation.
I'm not.
Oh, go ahead.
Go on.
I'm sorry. No, that's you.
I was just gonna say I'm not a huge fan of the Kindred ADC. I know that like there's been some popularity, like people are experimenting with Kindred in solo lanes as well. I know, and solo queue in different regions around the world. But I just it doesn't really make sense to me, especially Kindred ADC. Like, how are you like? It's so hard to get marks. The only way to get marks is by killing your lane opponent. If you lose lane, you just like you lose everything. Like your scaling is gone then as well for Kindred. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder to get back in the game, so we'll have to see how they play it out early to try and. But Pantheon Senna, do you think they're going to be able to get very much into that duo?
Oh yeah, the long range Q and they're most likely going to go augment. I would assume glacial augment on Senna to get that slow, which is going to automatically set Pantheon just to run up, get the stun off, and then bounce. or do his
So
shield, do
it'll
his
definitely
damage.
be hard for Kindred.
Yeah, I don't think Kindred's gonna have a grand old time, and I liked JR picking Thresh because of the Zac, but if he's either got to flay away Pantheon or he's gonna have to wait for that flay to get Zac off. So it's just like
they do have a lot of disengage. If you think Poppy Hammer, Morgana Black Shield, Cassiopeia ult, Kindred ult, and Thresh Flay, they have a lot to like get them off, get the Pantheon and the Zac off, and prevent them from being the ones to engage.
In team fights, yes, but in the laning phase, I'm gonna go with Team Rylionns Body Pillows right now because Zac. It just depends. It just depends on the timing of the ganks and how he's able to effectively utilize and bait out the flay from Thresh. In this specific game, I'd be maxing out either Lantern or Flay. I know Death Sentence is good, and you want to get that up as much as possible, but you really need that constant Flay, in my opinion, than the hook, than the Death Sentence. Or you need the Lantern to get your ADC or get your jungler out of there immediately, because that's just a lot of engage coming in from Rylionns Body Pillows. Personally, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but that's just how I see it. And Kindred ADC, like you had mentioned, is not... There's a whole part of your kit that you can't capitalize on because you're forced to stay inside that lane. Unless like Gromp is right there, but then you got to take away from your jungler, and then it's just like, I'll trade you a kill for this Gromp. Like, please, like, help me. Help. I need to get these stacks off really badly, and and especially if on the other side of the map, it's like, good luck. That's not gonna happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it work before, the Kindred ADC, but yeah, it just seems so risky. It's like really, really feast or famine. One other thing to note here, guys, this Morgana jungle, a lot of the crowd control that Team Rylionns Body Pillows has available to them is a bit telegraphed. Like, you think about the Senna route, the Victor gravity field, like all this crowd control, and even in Zac, his jump, he has that little circle on the ground that shows where he's going to land.
The black shield will be huge.
Exactly, yeah.
But you can only shield one person, though. So it's just...
That is true.
It just is one of those things, but I think we're pretty even, going into this match. It's game number 3. So, they were like, you know what, let's let loose a little bit. We're going to go a little bit wonky. Pantheon ADC, Senna fasting, they're in the bot lane, and I love it. I love the shakeup sometimes, It's just like, ooh, very nice. And let me go ahead and get that score fix for y'all as well. It is not 1-0. It is 1-1 right now. Team Rylionns.
What do you think about the top lane matchup? Because it's definitely different from what Opaque has been playing.
What happened here?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lane where Kale should be able to scale pretty freely. Like, I mean, Young Shaxx has clearly shown that he's willing to play these lanes extremely aggressively and get in the face of his opponent, but it just seems like Kale should have a pretty easy time staying back and just soaking up golden XP at her tower until she hits level 6, and then she's ranged against melee, and it seems like she'd be okay there. But
I gotta say, the bot lane skins, they're not from the same line, but they could be.
Which bot lane are we looking at?
Dragon Slayer Pantheon and the Senna.
They look very similar. We have a whole 5v5 happening in the bot lane here.
Okay, it's breaking out already. Shaxx ignited, down extremely low. The heal keeping him alive just barely. Now the fight continues. Nighthawk forced to flash over the wall. Team Body Pillows hot on the chase right now. Getting some good damage back. The spooky dirt getting dropped now to try and dissuade the chase. No kills coming through just yet, guys. That was a close one.
Lots of summoners
Lots of
being burned.
flashes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nighthawk picked up a Dark Harvest stack, though, right off rip. He dropped the pool. Very surprising that, he dropped the pool because he has, he's jungle, so that is, a little bit interesting to pick it up, a Dark Harvest stack within the first minute. I usually don't get mine until about 11 to 13 minutes, but...
But Senna did also get stacks as well out of that. So, two scalers.
She used both heal and flash, though. She had...
I
don't know what the heal was for. I didn't really see anybody get that low on Rylionns Body Pillows. I definitely saw Young Shaxx.
Of course, of its cooldowns done, so...
Okay. Not too terrible. Shaxx was forced to flash way early, though. The Ignite did go off coming in from Pantheon, so that's just a 3-minute cooldown, though. You wait till about the 5-minute mark, you're good to go. some nice poke going on from Swedish pulling out Victor again. He's not messing around. When he pulls out Victor, you know it's serious. Like,
Yeah, he's got the confidence from last game on the Victor as well. Nice early trade there.
And I mean, it is a much... I think both of those matchups really want to scale Cassiopeia into Victor. So...
Like, Victor into Cass, so it just really... I don't know, that's a lot of DPS coming in from Cassiopeia, you know, eventually. But it's a lot of burst damage coming in from Victor, so it's just like, which one do you really say is like the quote-unquote better one here? Do you go for constant damage or go for burst? Because look at that, Swedish is...
I mean, right now it does look like the burst is winning out.
Yeah.
Early game,
I mean, it's Electrocute versus Conqueror right now. Binding goes wide. Deathray getting good return damage. Ignite dropped onto the Cassio. Forced away there was Iroh. Yeah, Swedish pancakes using both summoners there.
Oof. How many stacks is Phoenix already out right now? I'm just curious. He's already at 10. 10 stacks, we're 3 minutes in. Okay, he's trying to capitalize as much as possible. Yeah, that early invade definitely got him a couple there, and you know, it's gonna lead him into the laning phase a little bit easier. Already? Wow. 5 to 21 farm.
Did get kind of low.
No. Errol's getting like poked out right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Swedish is playing it very well. It's whatever we want it to be, okay?
Anything you want at that point. And they said, does Poppy play anything else? Yeah, he definitely plays other characters, but his best character, and I think the most comfortable one that Young Shaxx plays, is the Poppy. Which, as we were saying earlier, is just a great utilization pick all the way around. I know last game was a little bit lack thereof, but the first game, nobody was complaining about the Poppy at all, in the slightest. And, you know, they don't have as many, I mean, they have the Zac engage, they have the Pantheon jump as well, so she's able to get a few effective things up there, but in the matchup in the top side...
I think the first game was definitely just the best Poppy game that he could have asked for.
Gravity well, gonna lock up the Cassio here. Zac is in the area as well. Elastic Slingshot forward, can't connect the Q, and the Snake will slither away this time.
I like them that... I like old Cassiopeia a little bit better, like the second rework, not her original, but the second one when she would just gain AP and you could still buy boots. And they're like, oh, it's not a snake. It's like, Malzahar floats, he don't need boots. You don't take away his boots.
No, he's got the boots, but they have wings on them.
Yeah, exactly. Like Hermes.
Yeah.
I mean, Corki also, you know, he flies in an airplane. He doesn't technically use boots.
Okay, Zac's looking for it again here in the mid lane, I think.
Yeah, Arrow is forced to flash.
Oh, yes. Flash forced out there from the Cassio. That is important.
I'm doing surprisingly well.
Ganking mid.
I mean, without a flash, now you definitely want to be focusing there. She has no mobility, no escape whatsoever. Like, she's kind of a sitting snake, not a duck at this point. But, you know, and Victor's able to get that nice AoE stun off, so it's kind of difficult to slither on out of there if you don't have any movement speed early on in game. So, you know, I would definitely try to capitalize on that as much as I possibly can.
A lot of damage coming from Phoenix.
The Death Sentence gets the Senna over the wall. The Flay JR boys dodges Phoenix out of his...
But still, forcing him to flash, that was an interesting death sentence. I did not think it would take him a
Yeah, is it supposed to work like that?
Oh, it does, but that was so smooth. That was the slowest pull over the wall I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Great job from JR to get that pick. Force the flash, like you said earlier, from Phoenix. And another
we have a flash. Death Sentence connects onto the Pantheon. The Senna root will be locking up Thresh, making that chase difficult. But Pantheon is left to the wolves here, literally, as Kindred gets first blood. Senna now maybe in a little bit of trouble. Wins that Dark Binding. Where's the cooldown? Goes wide. Phoenix will survive. First blood for Kit Kat.
The dragon will probably not survive, as...
Guys,
they're going towards
we're starting off with the Cloud Drake first. You know what we started with Cloud Drakes the last 2 games. I'm not gonna get my hopes up right now, but I'm getting a little bit excited.
Jinx us now.
I won't, I promise. But I just wanted to point that out.
After this.
Oh, please. I'm holding my breath.
Alright. Number 1 secured. Mountain Dragon will be next. It's either Infernal or Ocean Soul here for game number 3.
Literally, this has been the same
We all
exact
know what
exact
Orion's
one.
bets are on.
Let's go. Someone do a poll, please. Someone do a poll. If we could do another prediction, I would do it, but you can't. Oh man, that I can't wait. I mean, I get it. You know, Mountain Drake gives you defenses. Ocean Drake gives you. I want fighting. I want duking all day long. You know what I mean?
Burst.
I want that burst. Give me all the extra damages, please. Oh man.
It would feel really good for body pillows, especially with that Victor, Senna. Oh, flash from Shax, but the knockback from the Zac, and that's going to be a kill for the Kale.
Great.
A very early kill.
Nice early kill. Yeah.
Boots first brush on Kale.
Interesting.
But I got a bookie. I got a bill. I got a bill on the Infernal Drake right now. Yeah, I got one Benjamin Franklin right there.
Coffee teleporting back top lane, so that will not be up. I mean, it will be up for any other objectives coming up, I guess, but not be up for a bit.
Well, Rift Herald is alive.
Rift Herald is alive.
Potentially a target.
Okay, very nice. I mean, everyone's just kind of, you know, chill. I really like how these games have been relatively low death counts, because before, I mean, we'd be like 6 minutes in and like 18 kills have happened, and like not even a week or two ago, and it's like, okay, there was no rest for the casters whatsoever. In this game, everyone's playing really methodically.
22 souls at 8 minutes.
Okay, okay.
They're growing pretty strong.
And it's every 20 soul count that she gets that little bit of a boost there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was nerfed a little while ago to 25, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
I've never
I
100%
feel like a
sure
few
about the
patches
soul count.
ago, Senna got nerfed, but I'm not sure.
Oh, someone said correct. Is that correct to the 20 or the 25? We need a little bit of clarification. Still 20,
Oh, it's
okay.
still
It's still 20.
Okay.
Got you. Patient?
Maybe they like reduced the range or something. They didn't reduce the thresholds, but they like reduced the range that she gets. Something like that.
They didn't reduce it enough, in my personal opinion. She's still a menace.
Agree.
And, you know, as a bot lane player, you know, especially with the upcoming Silver League in the next couple of months here, that is just one person. It's like, oh, please don't play Senna. Oh, here we go. Well, everyone's just kind of chilling right now. Yep, she's just trying to get those souls as much as possible. Phoenix has been really good with those.
Okay, Opaque gonna get rooted up here by the Morgana. Soul Shack was going down as well. It's gonna be another root coming through. Young Shax is here for the follow-up. Has the heroic charge and the Q. That's gonna be enough. Kale just deciding not to use the ultimate. Worrying, I guess, that she was probably dead regardless. Death sentence going a little bit wide there. Good damage down onto the boys. Dark Binding lands onto Pancakes mid lane. The heroic charge gets the sun into the wall for the follow-up, and Victor just gets destroyed there. Nice binding from Nighthawk. Set that one up.
I don't think they were expecting Young Shax to follow through all the way from top lane, but, I mean, he's in a really good position right now. You know, 2-1-0, a little bit ahead in farm over the Kale. Okay, Neptune's going to go ahead and
Neptune in there with the Elastic Slingshot, getting the knock-up as well, but a flash Black Shield from Nighthawk nails the Dark Binding as well. That's going to be Zac into the passive. Shax takes some tower shots. He's down pretty low. Can they finish off the Zac here? That last little blob is under the tower, but he is going to get cleaned up there. The Pantheon Spear from downtown. That's a shutdown over to Animate Titty Clap. But Phoenix gets left on a drive, but he does get a trade kill onto the Thresh. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Pantheon gets 2. Kills off the Morgana there as well. Very bloody
flash out of
fight here.
Number 3,
across
baby.
the map. 3 for 2. Team Body Pillows come out on top in that one.
God. This is a game 3 that everyone's been wanting.
Fights.
Definitely. Yeah, these are the fights. They were holding off. They just were like, yep, nope, we're all doing it right now. I love the communication. Telling Pantheon to go ahead and get his ulti off into the mid lane there for some kind of support. They were extremely low. Was able to get that spear off just in time as well. Like, phenomenal. Couldn't ask for anything, a better follow-up. That was just great.
Yeah, definitely.
And Shax's taking a little bit longer in the mid lane, also kind of helpful as well. Able to pop the passive off on Neptune, able to pick up 2 kills. He did give up his own life, but that's okay. That's just gonna evens itself out there. And Kale now was just able to go ahead and farm, do her own thing into the top side. She was able to catch up a little bit in that, and let's see if she's gonna capitalize on it here. Oh, she does, or she will.
Got Dragon spawning here. Dragon number 2. Team Exiles has position for now.
And Cassiopeia is TPing there as well. They want as much pry on this drag as they can get.
Oh yeah. In this case, it's like okay.
Be the second dragon for them. Death Sentence can't quite connect there. Cassio just
And
burns
they
through
do
these
get the
neutrals so
dragon.
quickly.
And it will be an Infernal Soul.
Oh yes.
Oh boy. All Infernal all day, baby.
Oh my god, this is the best series I've
The
ever casted.
chances.
That's the best series I've ever casted, ever. Oh, we'll
And
never
now
Maybe
we'll have
it's
to
the
find out who
tri-cast.
wins it.
This has to
We
be
got
the
3
tri-cast.
casters, 3 Infernal Souls.
You are
Ooh.
absolutely
Some
correct.
magic there, maybe.
All of us just wished for one, and all of us got one.
I wish with all my heart. Please give me an Infernal Soul.
Although I think Ryan's wishes could account for all 3.
Probably.
It's so good. I know it just adds like, because yeah, Team Exiles right now picked up the first 2 dragons, but if Team Rylionns Body Pillows picks up 4 Infernal, that's a crazy. Or if they got like 1 more and like they had 1 Infernal and then just there's just so many possibilities. It just changes the dynamic of the game so much with just 1 dragon,
Definitely.
more so than I think all the other ones, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong once again, but it's just like oof, that's
And they're
difficult.
also looking for the Rift as well.
Oh wow.
Getting what I assume to be Kindred's mark is the only reason I would think she's up there.
Poppy's like, I'll hold your lane, don't worry.
Uh-huh.
This is the first Herald. We only got 30 seconds left on turret plates here, so not
And they're
very much
looking like
time
they're
for the
doing a trial.
Exiles to drop this one.
Oh yeah.
Get the kill
Looking
again.
top lane. Got numbers in the area. Nighthawk, you gotta drop that one
Wonder
right
it.
Come
now.
on,
Yeah,
man.
15 seconds.
We got a little limited amount of time, bro. There we go. Neptune, though, is looking for the counter or the
Alright,
side
gonna get
gank
the
along
charge
with
for
Zach
sure.
as
Zach
well.
is here though. Elastic slingshot in. Pantheon in there with the Grand Skyfall. Jumps straight onto Nighthawk. Too late with the Black Shield. Neptune's Murphy's to knock up onto the Junior Boys with a Let's Bounce. They've got 2, and now Kit Kat, he's doing some alcove gaming, but it's not going to beat up. He does get the trade kill onto the Pantheon, but he will end up getting shut down by the KO. Now Zach back in there to continue the fight. Iroh gets knocked up. Iroh trying to run away. Young Shax flashing out to try and escape from the KO damage here. Opaque on the chase. Can't get them as they escape underneath the tower. That's going to be 3 for 1. Team of Body Pillows pick up a fight of their own.
Yeah, it was definitely a really good look with the Pantheon ult and the Senna ult coming from across the map, able to support them there.
Like, that's just one dynamic that I think I really enjoy from Team Exiles Rylionns Body Pillow is their mobility. Phoenix does not have to leave lane. He could stay on the other side of the map and still be completely helpful. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Shax.
Uh-oh.
Shax flashing in is Opaque. Needs 1 more auto. Can't find it. Doesn't have the range yet.
But Phoenix
Only
might
level
be
10 on the
caught out
Kaelin.
now.
Yeah, in the bottom lane, we got a 3v1 Phoenix. No way out here. His Pantheon is not close enough to help. And that is going to be a mark given over to Kit Kat on the Kindred here.
How many marks
3 and
does
1.
this Kindred have?
Ooh, let's find out.
Kindred, that was the 4th mark
Fourth
for
mark.
Kindred.
Oh, wow.
So just got that first upgrade.
Very
15
effective.
minutes, not bad.
Very nice.
Okay. I once again, I don't know too much about Kindred in general, so it just adds I know more to her abilities because I literally just read that 2 seconds ago. But is it just like I know you passively gain, from increasing your abilities per level, but what sort of dynamic do these marks really add to her overall? Like, is it like a Kha'Zix upgrade or like a Kai'Sa upgrade, or just more base damage, or how does it add?
Think more Kai'Sa than Kha'Zix.
Okay.
It doesn't fundamentally change anything that their abilities do, but it just like increases like the AD scaling. I don't remember exactly, but it like as every 4 marks, or it's 4 marks, then every 3 marks after that, I believe.
And a
all
flash
Kindred's
as well.
abilities get upgraded. Flash, Death Sentence connecting onto the Victor, and the follow-up Dark Binding makes that one very, very easy. Pancakes goes down for the 2nd time.
They do
this
have
game.
a lot of CC to stack.
JR, that's a double
Another
flash
Dark Binding goes wide.
the flash death sentence this game. Like he's on it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yep, it's back up. I'm going in, boys." And then he's like, "Just follow up, please." And it's been working out. 40 seconds till the next dragon is up, and Opaque is doing a phenomenal job now taking care of Young Shax and zoning
3
him
kills
out.
on the Kale is definitely scary
Yeah.
because they might be losing in kills, but they are up in gold.
Let's take a look at the gold difference,
Despite-
actually. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jen.
They have 2 dragons and got the rift, but they're just up in gold based off CS. Uh-oh.
Okay, we've got the
Yeah.
heroic charge in now. Anime Titty Clap maybe in a little bit of trouble right now. Gets locked up, flashing over the wall to stay safe. The Soul Shackles were committed there from the Morgana, so won't have that ultimate available here. But they do have
Kale
position in the
keeps
river.
down, though.
Gonna be Infernal Soul Point if Team Exiles pick up this Infernal Dragon.
Zoom out a little bit. Here we
Kale
go.
not using the TP, not gonna be here in time. Kale just choosing not to join up the fight here, just wants to continue split pushing. That's 3 dragons to none here for Exiles. How does the fight look? We got Kindred ult coming down, keeping the Poppy alive. They're waiting. Oh, the Chaos Storm is doing so much work. Victor getting so much damage out here. Junior Boys just left out to dry. JR has got nowhere to go. Will get cleaned up by Phoenix here. Can the rest of Team Exiles get out? Cat jumping over the
They
wall.
will.
Gonna be just JR Boys, the sacrificial member there. Definitely worth picking up that dragon.
Yeah.
That Poppy
Oh, they
Kale's
are.
not
Ended
hitting
up using the
anybody.
teleport.
Oh, she
Yeah,
did.
so she didn't even get the turret, but I think it was a very late teleport. I think you either have to
Yeah.
commit to the turret or commit to the dragon, and was a little uncommittal to both of the objectives.
Definitely agree.
Unfortunate. Yeah, Poppy not landing a single thing where her ultimate also kind of was not a good look for the team. You know, at least
Yeah.
getting 2 members or 1 member off in this circumstance would have been fine. But like you said, the Victor ulti just sitting there in the background. Kindred only lasts for just a few seconds. But Victor was just, his ulti is just unreal. He can, and you can control it independently, right? Like just go off and
Yeah.
move it on
Yeah.
your own. So Swedish, we've already seen he's a very, very good Victor player, and carried over from game number 2 now into game number 3. He is 1, 2, and 3, but he's making all of his moves count very, very heavily, and that's all you can
Yes.
really ask for. It's not so much as your KDA ratio, but just your utilization on the team and what you're bringing to these team fights. So it's working out. We finally have a gold lead for Rylionns Body Pillows. It looks like about 31k to 28. Not too
Oh,
bad.
Arrow using ult.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very
A
defensive.
little over eager there, perhaps.
Yeah.
There's the snick.
What's the cooldown on that? It's only a 66-second cooldown, so not terrible. Not terrible.
Yeah. But that is 60 seconds where we'll probably not be able to take a fight.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a tower down there, so Iroh got to be a little careful, respecting the collapse coming through from the Pantheon. Nicely backed off there.
We definitely see a lot of overextending this game. Not so much that we saw
Yeah.
previous games, but a lot more ward clearing or just less.
Okay, we're going for a fight here in the mid lane. Binding
Speaking of
connects onto
overextending.
Phoenix, gets played back. That's going to be a dead Senna. Another mark going over to the Kindred there, I do believe. Kale pushing the top wave in once again. Nobody going up to answer
Yeah.
her just yet.
It's very difficult
will-
right now
will
between
pick-
JR and Nighthawk with like who's being the more effective. Like they're both. It's like they're competing with each other to see
Yeah.
who lands the most Qs. You know.
Yeah, who CC's the most. I guess we'll just look at the CC score
We'll have
at the
to.
end of the game.
We will absolutely have to. It's going to play an important factor in who's picking MVP.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
we got Iroh getting cut off here by the Pantheon. Oh my goodness, it's a solo
The
kill.
damage.
That was
Ah.
Cassio had 2 levels up on the Pantheon, and it
Uh-huh.
did not matter at all.
It
Just
really
got
did
completely
not.
obliterated by Anime Titty Clap there.
And the Casio had ult up as well.
Yeah, that was a little bit wild. Like, and he has an Eclipse. I've heard a little bit, not good things about Eclipse versus other important items, but in this circumstance, I would say Eclipse is probably like the perfect fit for Pantheon just in general.
Yeah.
Versus like a Sunderer though, like does he capitalize Sunderer very well or not so much?
I don't think he capitalizes off it quite as well as he does Eclipse.
And they're not very
Because he
tanky
definitely
as
wants
well.
to stay alive.
True. Okay. Just curious. I didn't really know when. Oh my god,
How many souls does Phoenix have right now? He's looking at
74 at the 21-minute mark. He was at 22 at 8 minutes, you said?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
that
right.
is quite a bit. So a little over triple the souls and not even triple the time frame that's passed. Like that's is phenomenal. He's just taking everything.
He's doing good at getting those souls.
And this is soul point now for Team Exiles.
Yep.
The Dragon's going to be up in
Speaking
45
of souls.
seconds. Yep,
Yeah.
that's definitely the best soul that you want to get right there for your team. And
Number
you know,
4.
We'll see
Team
if they're
Body
able to do
Pillows,
it.
they're not in position. They
They are
don't have
not.
control over the river.
Cass
Team
is so
Exiles
far.
has taken over this part of the map once again here. Descends over the wall, can't find anything just yet. Center
No.
route. Decent damage onto Poppy. They're going to have to force their way in
Cassiopeia's
here.
coming from behind.
Yeah, Cassio also late to the play. We got Poppy forced to back off here. Down to about half HP now is Shax. We got Grant
Pantheon
Skyfall coming down now. Pantheon stun onto JR Boys. Will be the
Uh-oh.
first casualty in this fight. Poppy ults. Does not connect that one onto anybody. Now
And
Team
push
Exiles
back.
forced to run for the hills here. Dawning Shadow
That's
over the
the dual
top
gift
there.
is
Just
full
to,
up.
tell him not to come back was Phoenix. And, that's going to be the soul delayed.
Yep. Great job. Like that's the moves that I told y'all. I said it. I was like, Infernal's gonna bring a whole new dynamic to this game, even though they were popping off before they even got their first dragon, of course. But this is just gonna now allow them to take their snowbally lead that they've
Oh
got.
no!
Oh.
Another miss ult, unfortunately.
Yeah, Iroh's just like in his own head now, I think.
Yeah.
Kale is,
Got
I
a
think,
good
the
ult
determining
in this
factor
game.
right now in this game. Like she's just doing.
That's a good miasma. Nice stopwatch as well, and look at this. We had a 1v3 up here in the top side jungle. Zach getting caught out a little bit. Is going to get cleaned up off on the side here. Cassio is going to be doing all right for herself as well.
So they do trade the Zac for nothing. Oh, and
Ooh,
maybe
Death
more
Sentence
than
over the
that.
wall. Nails that one onto Phoenix. Then forced to flash away. The flash was used by JR Boys there as well. Trade
They're a
of
bit
the
aggressive
sport.
after getting that drag.
Yeah, not sure what Zach was doing over there. But he was just kind of
I think he was
in the
trying to
middle
look
of three
for an
enemy
angle,
players by
but-
himself.
Oh,
Ooh, binding. Wow.
Very close.
Miasma. Oh, the counter engage, though. Pantheon looking for something, can't find it, just ends up going down. Sacrifices himself to save the mid laner there.
yeah.
Lots of trading right now,
Selfless
going back
play.
and forth. Like, very even in kills all the way across. Rylionns Body Pillow is still ahead by about 3k gold, though, right now at the moment, but they're giving up a lot of objectives. They picked up their first dragon in that last fight, but I think you think that they can... No, they're too low. Like, they can't capitalize a Baron out of this. Zach's back up now,
Would
but
be a little risky.
a tad bit. I would not recommend. 10 out of 10, not recommended. But...
Looks like Kindred is going to continue going for the marks, though.
Oh, they know that they have to reset. They did get a little bit of vision across, so, picking up scuttles might deter them from trying it, but knowing that they all have to back up right now and reset, they could have possibly done it if their whole team was there. But, I'm genuinely surprised. Oh, I'm sorry.
Kindred has 6 marks. I was just responding
Oh,
to
boy.
Kindred
Chat.
6 and 89 souls for Senna as well, by the way. So, not too bad. It's been about 3 minutes and she's picked up
and
17
12 Dark
souls.
Harvest stats.
Okay,
Ooh,
Baron is the
Morgana.
target here. Team Exiles know that this is happening. Nighthawk and Iroh, the only members in the area right now. Shax making his way over as well. Baron down to about 2/3 HP. Going down pretty slowly here. Not the
Yeah, they do
fastest
not
take
have-
for
With the
Body
Kale
Pillows.
especially not being there doing what
But
he's
the
doing.
bottom
Uh-oh.
lane has still not made it into the play. We got the 3-man top side from Team Exiles trying to walk into contest here. Nighthawk flashing into the pit. Can't quite get the steal. Does have the Black Shield stopwatch. Try and buy himself a little bit more time. Also the stopwatch going down for Iroh. Now Zach flashing in with the Let's Bounce, trying to get some crowd control down. Phoenix will be dropping first here. Morgana traded back. Now Opaque, the Kale trying to get it done here, but will end up going down. That's going to be a lot of kills. Over in
wow.
favor of Exiles. That's actually all 5 members. They wipe out the entirety of that Baron buff, and they're going to have
Was
2
the
members
Baron
alive
worth
to
it?
push.
It was not in this circumstance. I mean, all you really did
No.
is prevent them from getting it, which is good. But you gave up a
Yeah.
huge lead that you guys had right now.
It
and
appears. It appears that Kale died with ultimate, guys.
oh no!
She was thresh hooked, so she was not able to get her ultimate off.
Well, she wasn't thresh hooked for the whole fight. She was like one of the last ones
she
to
wasn't.
die, too.
Yeah, she
Good
definitely could
point.
have used it on someone else, but for her, as far as her own death,
I didn't like how Rylionns Body Pillows, after they got the Baron, went into the Baron pit to get the kills instead of trying to. Just,
Yeah, they went
Save
ahead
one.
before their bot lane got there.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. But hey, you stopped the Baron from being at least grabbed by the other team, so that is a victory all on its own. But giving up all
and
5
drag is
deaths
coming
is-
up now.
This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough.
They don't have
them a
Senna
little bit to come
ults.
back.
Or Pantheon ults. But no Kindred or Threshold as well.
Well, let's see how this
Senna's
one looks here.
ult's
I
like
imagine we're
one
going to
back
be
up.
looking at another 5v5.
Yeah.
You got Cassio teleporting out onto the map. Gonna be sure to make it to the fight on time. This time around is Iroh. Don't want to repeat of the last one. Shaq's getting caught out a little bit once again. This Kale really starting to hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
With the
Lantern
Senna?
out to safety there for Shax. Death Sentence not going to find the mark this time around.
That's a
Just
lot.
jostling
that's a
for
lot of poke.
position right now.
A lot of poke, and they are doing a great job of, I don't even think Shax could be a part of this fight, like, effectively. It's like he's already at half
Right.
health. That's like, that's
He
a
doesn't pick
bummer.
erupting pots he's trying to heal up with, but
He's the only tank that they got. So, like, when your tank's already at health,
Yeah.
like, half health, like, that's going to be a pretty rough team fight going into this. And very important dragon that you all need right now. Because you don't want to give up another Infernal to Team Rylionns.
Pantheon ult.
Okay, here comes the Grand Skyfall right into the entirety of the enemy team. We got Cassio coming down now, gravity well onto 3, and the Chaos Storm is just too massive. Team Bodybuilders running over this fight. Kit Kat, the last one alive, flashing over the wall to try and stay safe. Will be able to keep himself alive, but he is the only survivor in what was a Team Rylionns Body Pillows massacre. In the bottom side river, they kill everybody on Team Exiles almost and pick up a second Infernal Dragon for themselves.
The team fight's just constantly going back and forth. Like, it's so... It was 50-50%, I think, for the betting and stuff. And this is... You guys already knew this was going to happen, didn't you? But this is crazy. Like, I definitely expected them to just kind of run away with it. Rylionns Body Pillows a little bit early. But Exiles is like... No, we're gonna go ahead and get an ace, and then we're gonna give you an ace right back. Like, they traded Baron for Dragon, so this is turning into a game 3 of game 3s.
yes.
17-17, 2 dragons to 3. That's a banger.
I don't know if I jinxed them or what, but I was like, once they just get one Infernal, and then the other people get all the Infernals, and then an Infernal Soul. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean that. I didn't think it would actually happen. Hold on 1 second, I apologize. I put our faces up for just a second. I had to exit out of something on the other screen there real quick. It was just kind of popped up. My apologies. There you go. We're back, though. Okay, well, in this circumstance...
you just missed them stack farming, so...
How do you play... We'll go ahead and look at Exiles first. You're a little bit behind in gold. You guys have been killing it objective-wise in the very beginning, but you've given up everything since then. You gave up the Barons, you gave up the 2 dragons, a lot of your towers are falling.
Yeah.
It's 5-2, so, how do we get back in this as a team? What do we do?
Oh no.
Uh-oh, Pantheon's in some trouble here. The ill-fated Blast Cone, not going to get him much of anywhere. Will be dropping here, going over to the Cassio.
Phoenix as
JR
well.
Boy still looking for it. Phoenix on the run here, flashing away from the from the Thresh there to keep himself safe on the
But
center.
there are 5 people around this Baron pit with no Baron,
Kale
while
split
Kale
pushing.
is, in that bot lane.
118 Senna stacks
that's
right now,
right.
by the way.
118.
118. That's insane. How many does Kindred have right now?
Yes.
8.
I mean,
Kindred
I
hit
think
7.
Kindred is
Kindred's
8
at
right
8.
now. 8.
Oh.
8 marks taken off. Is that like an infinite
good.
scaling type thing? Like she can get 50 theoretically?
Kindred does scale infinitely, yeah. But it's hard to get them later on because they will only spawn for camps. Once you get 9 or 10, they will only spawn on Dragon and Baron to mark.
Yeah.
So it
But,
can be harder to
you can
collect
get them if you get a very fed Kindred and you mark the right people.
Yeah, for sure. Theoretically.
How many Dark Harvest stacks for Nighthawk? I'm just curious. Let's go take a look. 14. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Making his way up there slowly but surely.
They
Yeah,
got a
I mean-
lot of scaling on both sides, but I do think the Kale and Senna will outscale in the end.
I think it's already happened, personally. I think Exiles
Yeah.
has been outscaled. I don't think they can win team fights anymore. Or it's going to be really hard as Young Shax is going in with the heroic charge, but he's already getting melted by the Victor damage here. JR Boys with the play. Good disengage, but is it enough? Flashing away. Can't escape. Kindred ultimate coming down now. Grand Skyfall over the top. Pantheon into the back line. Senna with the Kale ultimate down on her head. Uses the Dawning Shadow as well to get some more damage out, but will be dropping here. Kindred and Cassio going down as well. Low blinking health bars for Shax and Nighthawk as they limp away from that one. They did get 2 kills back, so that fight, honestly, a lot closer than I think it had any business being.
Definitely.
But,
they played it very well. I think the Flash...
look at the Kale still full HP, though.
That is true. Kale is definitely going to be a problem.
Oh my god.
3 items on the Kale. It's just, I mean, you can't... You have to have all 5 of your players versus the 1 Kale, or you can't. It's just not
And drag
winnable.
up in 50 seconds. Right now, 3 alive for both people, but for both teams, we'll find out if they're able to get there in time.
Yeah, I mean, they could get some Wombo with their CC, potentially. That's what they're going to need.
We've seen them get off some pretty incredible combos, from Exiles, from Rylionns Body Pillows.
Both sides.
It's like every single team fight, it literally just switches. It's like a revolving door. Like, oh no, please, after you. Please kill me. Oh, thank you. We'll go ahead and take it this way.
Please kill me.
That's what I feel like they're doing. It's 20-20. They've just been literally just taking turns back and forth, just hitting each other, like Revolutionary War style. And, oh, here we are.
Okay, Death Sentence on to the victor. Swedish Pancake getting hit with the Dark Binding. There's that CC Wombo we were talking about as the mid laner on Body Pill has gone down right at the beginning of the fight. Poppy Ultimate knocks Kale away, and Pantheon is dropped as well. Infernal Soul is alive. Can Team Exile secure this objective? Looks like Team Body Pillows is not even going to fight them for it. After losing those 2 members, they're just going to give over Infernal Soul. The wave states, though, Team Exiles, they've got to get back to base and defend after this.
I mean, they do have the open towers, or the open inhibs, that's true. Do you think that they should cap... I mean, they have a Kale, stupid strong Kale, and they have a Senna as well. I think they might be able to pick up the Baron. They have Zac available, like, this is totally doable.
It is, but they are not going to go for it.
Aww.
They just have to take their losses. I mean, the Thresh Hook there was definitely huge, and
phenomenal.
Able to follow up with the Dark Binding was... a very good look by JR and Nighthawk.
For sure.
Yeah, this is it's looking kind of rough, but hey, you know what? We still believe in our players, it's just.
I mean, I don't know what side it's looking rough for. It's like both sides, as you say, go back and forth because now it's 22-20.
Right. They were able to,
eventually, somebody is going to decisively win a team fight, and that should decide the game.
Yeah.
You've got Infernal Soul versus 2 dead inhibitors.
True. The Infernal Soul definitely gives them a much bigger boost than what they had prior. So I think these team fights could potentially go a little bit more different now. Oh, game has been paused. I don't know what the dilemma is, but that is okay. That's going to allow us to take a little bit of a water break. Or any kind of liquid break, really doesn't matter. But yes, looking phenomenal. 21,000 points are on the line for game number 3. Hottest Cashier says, hello, Georgia.
High rollers.
Hi, Cashier.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Young Shax a rogue charging at the wall. Kale in a lot of trouble. Kale gets shut down for free right at the beginning of this one. 5v4 on the map
We have the buffer.
in favor of Team Exiles here. We're going to have the buffering here because of the pause. Thank you, Rido. Just give us a second. What's gonna happen?
Kale's
dead, guys.
down there.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Woo.
Unbelievable. Like, it was so out of nowhere. And they might look for Baron here.
That's the power of the young Shacks, my friends. Like, that is exactly what they should have taken the Baron way earlier when they had the advantage. 2 open inhibs. Like, they had all of their focus up there. I don't know why that they allowed them to go ahead and do this. Like, Exiles are known for this. They're a really good team, very formidable team. And just allowing them to just, pick up the Baron along with their already existing Infernal Soul. That's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. And who knows if we might even make it to the Elder Drake. Most of the time we don't need to see it go to this point, but...
Yeah, this is quite the long game, and we thought that Rylionns Body Pillows would have the scaling power, but the kill just got annihilated by the Kindred and the Poppy, so they definitely have a lot of power that they are proving to us through these fights. The pick potential, though.
Yeah. I have to imagine if even with Infernal Soul and Baron, I think that if Team Body Pillows plays the fight cleanly and Kale doesn't get blown up at the very beginning of it, they should still win the 5v5.
They also have the supers. We have to keep that in mind. Those supers do hella damage, and sometimes you don't even notice them. So you got to fight more in the jungle, capitalize on these poppy stuns as much as possible. Because if you're fighting in the middle of lane, you're not really effectively doing it. But I love how they're using the Barons right now. You have one in the bot lane pushing.
Yeah.
You have 3 in the mid lane pushing. I have no idea what Morgana's doing, but she's there. And
she's just getting some camp, getting some farm.
Yeah, the 4-4 and 14 is not enough.
Book.
Oh, true. With 10
Soul
stacks.
Stealer.
With 10 whole stacks on top of that, so she is looking pretty good. Let's see the Senna stack, or the Senna Souls, 130. We're going to see the Kindred marks. He's at 10 now, and Dark Harvest.
Oh boy.
18 Dark Harvest stacks.
Everything's going up.
Let's see. Red team's going to get caught out now. GN Rashu is going to be predicting that. Let's see. If you get this right, GN, please shoot me over some lottery numbers, my friend. I will give you 30% of the overall winnings. Please. Absolutely.
Elder Dragon in 2 minutes. Waiting out this Baron buff, and then we'll have to fight for the Elder.
It seems like Exiles hasn't really been able to accomplish much of anything with this Baron buff. They're just
they've been
hanging out.
Other than that.
Yeah.
Bot lane tier 1, I suppose. It's not much. That's not what you want to get with your Baron buff at 37 minutes.
Yeah.
You want to be getting a lot more than that, especially when you don't have the team fighting or the scaling on your side. That was like their best window to win.
Yeah, how much health is that thing? I'm curious. I'm gonna go look real quick. I'm sorry. It's not, like 10%.
941 health.
Yeah, roughly 10% of the overall health. That's kind of crazy that it's lasted this long, but I mean, Poppy... Zach makes it very difficult. It's such a scary... He's like a Nocturne, but the Paranoia is up every, 8 seconds instead, So it's like, oh, God, and he's so much tankier as well.
Elder up in less than a minute.
Oh, please, let's go. Look, this
you
really
heard it here first, everybody. Get Nocturne out of the meta. Zach belongs in that spot.
Exactly. Let's bring Zach back, please.
This is the biggest fight. This is the game for all the marbles, and this is the fight for all of the marbles.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
This is going to be it. Dark Binding narrowly going wide here. 30 seconds on the Elder Dragon. Team Body Pillows moving now into the river. Kindred and Cassio coming up from mid lane. They're not grouped up with their team right now. Victor death rate, death sentence going wide.
Just on the edge of my feet.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Dark Binding connects. Death sentence onto the Victor. Thresh going in. Dawning Shadow over the top. JR Boy's getting extremely low. Will drop first. Nighthawk in there with the Soul Shackle. Zonia's combo. Chaos Storm has been used. Now getting some good damage down onto the Kindred and the Morgana. Grand Skyfall over the top. Pantheon gets Cassio. Pantheon gets Morgana as well. It's a team fight win for Team Body Pillows. Will there be any survivors as the last Team Exiles member does get cleaned up? 2 inhibitors already exposed. This should be the end of the game, guys.
They're going for the dragon. Are you crazy?
They're going for Elder Dragon for some reason.
God.
I mean, I don't know if they can... They might be able to push it in time, but Thresh is up in 20 seconds.
Just Thresh, though. They had 30+ seconds on everybody who does damage for the enemy team. That should have been the end of the game. They can't anymore, but that should have been.
I mean, I guess get an Elder on 4 of your players. I mean, you already won the team fights decisively in that one.
Yeah, especially after it looked like they caught Victor out, but then in the end they still didn't even get him. Well, they got Victor, but...
it is...
Kale used
definitely,
the ulti, had the Zonias on standby. She was very well prepared for this team fight. And like you just said, Newman, as long as she can go ahead and stay in the background, even though they have the Elder, even though they have the Infernal Soul, it just isn't enough. It's too much damage.
Everyone's all big as they take their potions, getting into this late game.
Oof.
Very true. It's not getting any easier for Team Exiles, though. Young Shax, despite the size of his hammer, he is up against the deepest, darkest recesses of internet culture right now, and his hammer is just not nearly big enough for all the bonking that he needs to be doing.
Oh yeah.
It's just not going to do the job that is required of him.
Kindred is bot
Gonna take a
lane while
miracle.
this Baron is up.
And I like how the mark is on Baron, like, yo, like, come
Yeah.
over.
Kindred, what are you doing? Baron's like, where's the Kindred?
It's like, we could not
They
make
will
this
be
any more
starting
clear.
it.
Oh, they are, and they have the damages.
They do
Yeah.
now.
Realistically, I mean, there's no way that Team Exiles can even get close to this. Like, if they do,
Yeah.
then they all die again.
Alright, let's do a count of the scalings.
Okay, I saw
We're at
154.
154 Senna souls.
Love
We
it.
are at 10 Kindred marks still,
Okay.
and 19 Dark Carpet stacks of Morgana.
Alright.
As they look to end out the game with this Baron and Elder.
Well,
There's not much they can do.
Doing it textbook. 2 inhibitors down. Time to go for the third as the siege will commence. Top lane tier 3 has been destroyed, as will the inhibitor. Exiles
Triple
base in
inhibs down.
shambles.
There's not much more they can get.
Yeah, I mean, they can keep killing
It's just the
minions
Nexus.
until the sun comes up, but I don't think anybody really wants to be here that long, especially Team Exiles. They want to get out as fast as possible, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
heroic charging. Well, Young Shaq's getting things started here. Anime titty clap.
But it may
Looking for the
be
re-engage
getting things
elastic
ended as
slingshot over the
well.
top. That's the dead Poppy. Just as I said it, Young Shax is like, get me out of here, man. Just end the game already. Young Pantheon flashing in. Young Pantheon getting... I don't know what I'm
Young
talking about.
Pantheon.
He's the old Pantheon. He's killing everybody on the enemy
Gold
team
kill,
Pantheon.
gold-
He's skyfalling
everyone.
into the enemy fountain Pantheon. It's a lot of kills going over to Team Body Pillows here, and the
there's a kill getting
Nexus
shut
will
down.
be destroyed. Congratulations to
Anime
the
titty
Body
clap.
Pillows.
That
Body pillows. Yep.
that was a
Horniness takes the
very-
day.
It does. It does in the end, and that I could not have asked for a better game 3 to witness. You guys were definitely in for a treat here tonight, but there can only be one winner, unfortunately, and tonight's victor is definitely going to be Rylionns Body Pillows. And you guys already know the question that I'm about to present to you all, so let me go ahead and close out the outcome here. Rylionns Body Pillows. Here we are, complete. Yep. All them points being distributed. I know you guys were in the betting mood tonight for certain. But who? There we go. I was gonna. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna set up the poll right now. I got confused for a second. I was like, hold on, what's going on? But yes, game number 1. Let me also bring up all of the damages so you guys can see. I'm gonna put money on
Yeah.
Kill being the most damaged, but you know we never know. Oh my God, no, it was Senna.
Senna
32,000.
doing the most damage.
Senna.
I mean, I feel like there should have been someone with more damage this game, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
definitely
was
thought
a 43-minute game.
That's true. I expected to see like 60 or 80,000 damage, but I'm not sure if they were just. They didn't really do a whole lot of fights until like the end, you know.
That
it was
is
a
true.
Very, very slow-paced early game, but right around like 13 to 15 kills is when they really decided to. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and all in. And who are you guys giving MVP to? Personally, you know, who would you all go with for game number 2? Opaque. He did great. He did.
It's
phenomenal.
hard. Because last
hard.
game, I do think it was Volley. But this game, the Zac did a lot, but I can't say he was MVP for the game. So, for this game, I don't know. I don't know how to, like, add up the last game and this game to decide who's MVP. It's really hard. They all performed well in their own different games.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead.
For the most part, I agree. Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself.
Talking.
'Cause Oh, it says poll's already active because I'm slow as hell. All right. Thank you to whoever did that. Let me go ahead here. Game number 1. Oh, game number 1 was definitely... Because we're only looking at the
Game
winners
number
now.
1 was the game that Team Exiles.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely know that. But game number 1, like performance-wise from Rylionns Body Pillows, Swedish. Lucian in the mid was just phenomenal, I must say. And you know, Swedish also went ahead and you know, took over game number 2 with the victor, and you know, keeping the consistency going into game number 3 with the victor as well. Just allowed his team to capitalize on it. So overall, from all 3 games, I'm gonna go with Swedish.
I think Swedish definitely played Azir in the first game, but
yeah, oh yeah, he played Azir the first one and got absolutely steamed. Oh yeah, you're right. I looked at the wrong team. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. He got steamrolled.
Yeah, Swedish, I think, definitely deserves an honorable mention because of that, rough look in the first game. He bounced back really strong with the Victor pick. Played much better in games 2 and 3. But personally, I'd give MVP to the jungle, Neptune Smurf. He's the reason they won the second game because he got just absurdly strong on the Volibear. And I think he had a lot of good looks on the Zac in this one as well. He was really critical in a lot of these team fights, knocking up important members and helping to snowball his solo lanes once again here. So
it looks like the chat will agree with you as the last few seconds tick.
Here we go. All right, let me go ahead. I will grab Neptune, tonight's MVP. Well deserved, by the way. Let's see, where did they go?
They're still in their team chat. Do you want me to move him?
Yeah, no, I found him. I just got to message him real quick. I got to scroll through like 400 different rooms to get here, but that's all right.
You want to just be like, surprise, you're being interviewed now.
I got to give him at least like 2 seconds to just like, oh God, okay, hold on. And all right, here we go. That's all the time that they get. Let me go ahead. Shaboom. Neptune.
Hello?
Hello, how are you, my friend?
Wait, I can't hear you. You're muted in Discord.
What?
Oh, we're muted in Discord?
I can't hear him.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Did you mute?
I can hear you guys.
He muted
Well,
me.
congratulations, Neptune, on your victory in the match tonight. 2-1. It was a pretty close series overall. We definitely had a lot of back and forth, some tense moments here. But how are you feeling after this match win?
I'm feeling like there's a lot to improve on from our end. We took the set, but like I'm not really happy with how we took it. I feel like we should have beat this team way harder than we did. Because I know we're better than all of them. So, we just have a lot to improve on. We should have done better in all 3 games. Except for the second one. The second one was really good.
He can't even hear me.
The second one was very good.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now, Rylionns. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was going to say, game number 1, a little bit rough. Exiles definitely pulled out the most there and, definitely took advantage. But coming out from a 1-0 deficit to take game number 2 and game number 3, like, seriously, come on. Like, that, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's exactly the position that you wanted to be in. Your Volibear play. Your Volibear play, my friend. That is... I see why that was...
Yeah, Volibear's kind of cracked.
You are cracked, my friend.
Very cracked.
You were following up phenomenally,
Thank you.
setting up the rest of your team perfectly. So that way, I mean, I know you were 7-1 at one point. You were like, okay, maybe y'all can get a little bit of kills. I'll give you a few. But seriously, like, that was great. And the mental reset going in from game number 1 to 2 and then just carrying that momentum into game number 3, that is the example that I think you guys are now setting for the rest of this series, at least moving forward. We've seen a lot of 2-0s, but we have not seen a lot of game 3s, which I'm kind of salty about. But, you guys definitely set up that nice storyline to be like, you can come back. You guys can do it. You just got to forget game number 1 and just move forward. So great job. Great job from coming back from that.
Speaking of coming back, you just came back from a trip, right?
Yeah, I was gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So how much League have you played before this match?
I played probably 15 solo queue games, and I'm a support main, so I don't even like playing jungle. If I'm being straight up, I think jungle is the most stressful role in this game, where everyone depends on you and everyone blames you if it goes wrong. So jungle's not that fun in solo queue, but I play it in team settings because it's a lot more fun because you can communicate and all that. But yeah, I did not have much preparation as I usually do going into this series.
Well, if this is how you perform when you're unprepared, I hate to see how you perform when you are very prepared, because you did phenomenal, my friend. Absolutely phenomenal. The rest of the people here that watch definitely agreed with it. You guys put in a lot of effort and phenomenal just gameplay all the way around. That double kill on the Volibear was huge when you jumped onto the back line there around that dragon. early game, you guys gave up a lot of dragons in game number 3, but
Yep.
and you guys were like, forget it. They could just have Soul at this point, and we'll take Baron, we'll take Elder, we'll take everything else on the map. But yeah, you guys were not playing around dragons that third game at all. Not until the very end, anyways. 2 Infernals definitely did y'all some good, but no, seriously, great job. I can't wait. Do you guys have a schedule set up for next week? Let me double check there just in case.
Yeah, I think we're playing next Saturday.
You are, yep, against Team Yellow. But yes, that's good. We have no more games this week, but next week we have a lot of games for all of you. Unfortunately, we won't be able to be streaming every single one of them, but we have games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 4 days in a row. You'll get to see, the wonderful Newman, and you'll get to, definitely hear Georgia. That is one thing. But but yes, that is awesome. Go enjoy your victory, my friend, with the rest of your team. Great.
Rylionn, we only asked him one question yet.
Did?
Come on, let me get in another one
so
here.
sorry.
Yeah, you spent the whole time complimenting him so far.
I apologize. Go ahead, my
Not
friend.
that he doesn't deserve it.
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
I was curious about something. I did want to ask you about something here, Neptune.
Mm-hmm.
So the drafts between game 2 and 3 were very different. You had strong scaling in both drafts, but game 2 you had almost like nothing but frontline. You had like 4 frontliners and an Ezreal, I think, and or I guess there was a Victor as well. But game 3 you had like Kale instead of Ornn in the top lane, so it was much more of like a kind of a kite back and keep your distance kind of composition kind of style. So I was curious, are you more comfortable as a team with like one of those styles or the other? Again, there were some similarities, but like what was kind of that that process like moving between the games and the thought process behind those compositions?
We're way more comfortable on the Senk comp that we ran when I was playing Volibear, and we had the more traditional bot lane instead of like the fasting Senna I think we did for game 3. The third one was more focused on scaling and getting to late game to make sure that the Senna and Kale can just sit in the back while they just get free damage, and me and the what's that one guy? Pantheon just sit there taking hits. So yeah. Third comp is a lot harder to pull off. That's something we definitely need to practice more on. But yeah.
You guys drafted really well into the second game. I'm not gonna lie, like that Poppy, I'm surprised you guys let Poppy through every single time, knowing that he is a really good Poppy player. But, after game number 1, were you guys just not as concerned? Or did you just trust Opaque enough, like, on the Ornn, and then, of course, onto the Kale going into the second game there, or into the third one, I'm sorry, to just find a way around it? It's just like he can only really focus one person, but, like, what was the thought process about, targeting or like countering the Poppy specifically?
Low key, I feel like you're gonna have to ask our coach that because he does the drafts and all that. I kind of just sit there and give my opinion, but I feel like the first game the Poppy did really good, but the other 2 they're kind of useless. They didn't really do much to affect the game. So I mean, I always have trust in Opaque to do good in lane.
Right.
Like we as a team, he's a good player, so I would trust him going against the Poppy again, and that's what we did, and it turned out well.
Yeah, I like the 2v1s that you guys were doing. Like, you were focusing a lot of resources on the top side, and it made it a little bit difficult in the first game, but, like you said, he was doing phenomenal. But the second and third game, you guys that Volibear play, phenomenal. If that's not on the highlights, Wookie, I'm kind of requesting that, please let that Volibear play be in the highlight reel, because that was phenomenal, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, like huge change from game number 1, Nocturne into like more tanky, draft into the second and the third game here. But you guys picked some very interesting flex picks as well. Like we are always guessing as the casters. It's like, I have no idea where these people. Morgana can go support, mid, jungle. Kindred can go jungle, ADC. We already know where. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong damn team.
I still agree with you, though. Those are some big flex picks.
Yeah, going against those, not now that I'm looking at the right team, like, how do you guys, like, mentally, like, try to draft around that? I know you said that's a lot on your coach, though, but you're listening to them. It's like, how do you guys even try to plan around that? Like, when they can just go anywhere.
Yeah, the Kindred, we knew for sure that they were going to be their bot laner, just because we've played against this team before, and they always put the Kindred in bot lane. Okay. The only flex pick that, like, really threw us off was the Morgana, because for the first round of picks, we thought that was going as support, but I guess in retrospect, it makes a lot more sense I would go jungle, because I know that Nighthawk does play Morgana jungle pretty often, so that was the only flex pick that really like threw us off, but the rest of them we were fine with.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I agree, but great job. Any other questions from anybody? Concerns? Smart remarks?
Nope.
No.
No, Ryan, I think I'm good now. I'm all out of smart remarks, unfortunately.
I mean, we had the Bonk Fest also happening in Topside. They were having a ball with that, my friend. You look at game number 2, they were just talking about bonking this, and it was hilarious. I loved it.
It was fun. It was real fun.
But yes, and next week, though, we do have a good schedule set up for you all. So as of right now, you know, things change. Wednesday, we do have Redemption, which is Team Red, versus Somehow we have Girlfriends, which is Team Gray. That's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is going to be another best of 3 for our Gold League here. I know we don't have that much time left in the Gold League series before the playoffs, right? That should be happening. They closing out within, I believe, the next 1 to 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the official timeline, but I know it's soon.
I think 3 more weeks of it, and then we go into the finals.
Where do you guys stand right now as a team? Do you know?
I have no idea.
It's somewhere.
I just got back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You just said that. You were like, dude, I've been gone for 2 weeks. Were you not listening? But yes, it's definitely looking forward to next week. Lots of matchups for all of you. But congratulations on the win. Once again, it was Team Rylionns Body Pillows. Phenomenal comeback. You don't see this happen, at least not in the Summer League so far. But yes, we thank you all for tuning in here tonight. I am, of course, Rylionn, and joining me is the hype master himself, Newman, and always the great input and pun bonk master herself, Georgia. And then, of course, our MVP for tonight we have here as Neptune. So I'm definitely going to be signing out here. You all have a great rest of your evening, and we will catch you next week. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.